Nick funny as hell. Nick said, here we go with the back chat shit. And right on cue, we going off of that for Nick. Nick killed it.
Go ahead, man. No, LeBron kind of wants to ask for a trade right now.
Oh, Lord.
LeBron want to ask for a trade.
Yeah, there's him and his camp talking about it.
To where?
Who you want to trade?
Oh, you mean like Taxi wants to trade himself?
Apparently, he might be sending
What I missed.
request if it don't improve.
We can't hear you.
To the Knicks.
Yeah, to the Knicks.
I don't know why, but
Wait, who the hell wants to go to the Knicks now?
and then there was either the Knicks or Nets. Nets will be getting harder because I don't know if you guys saw that part. Hold on.
Sorry.
Wait, what happened was there?
I was answering Scrub. My favorite player.
Yeah, I don't know what team you would go to. To be honest,
I don't do. Wait, are you talking about just the 23?
Yeah.
Yo, fuck this guy.
You can't trade LeBron and shit, man. Who's going to want him?
No,
Who's going to want him?
If he wants to get traded, he can get traded. But I don't want that.
Who the fuck wants LeBron, dog, at this stage? And knowing all the bullshit he brings, it's not even worth it.
The Knicks will do it.
But everyone ain't like us. Ain't everyone like us around here. Trust me, I know people who happy now.
Politics is politics, bro.
Hold on.
That's the Knicks. You can't. I wouldn't put it past.
Hold on. If this happens, Vegas is happening early.
I doubt they do something as stupid as that. They can't be that dumb.
That'd be dumb.
They can be that dumb. It is the Knicks. Yes, they can.
Hey man, look, bro.
I will fly you out to
Hey, man, I'm trying to cut them some shit.
You won't. I won't. Them motherfuckers can't come here.
Man, I feel you.
Yeah.
The team they have right here, man, that's a team that they don't even need to break up,
He
dog.
better be ready for the game today. That's what he better be ready for. He's gonna go right at him, man.
Oh,
I got to that dude gonna go right at him just to get him back.
Oh yeah.
Scrub.
What up, Jose?
If this happens on plane, all of you out to LA, Vegas is gonna start early. Vegas will happen in fucking February. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing a party and all y'all.
Jose, don't get your hopes up because
You throwing a party, I would be miserable because you're gonna be all.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
You ain't
no,
alone.
Jose, I'm saying you're celebrating too early, Jose. This is just
I said if.
Jose, chill. Oh, look, go now, Jose.
the chances of it really happening are really low.
I said if.
Meaning it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Don't pull the plug, Jose. Don't do that. No.
Meaning, I'm not losing. Well, either way, I'm not losing any sleep.
Well, Scrub, it wouldn't necessarily be your team. I'll just say that's like one potential landing
As
spot.
much as I want him
Them are
on
Philly.
the Lakers, I know damn well that's not gonna happen. Like teams are not that stupid to trade for him. Like to trade what they have for
The
him. Just
Knicks
to-
are.
The Philly are.
What the
The Knicks
fuck is
are.
going on?
I mean, that's Philly. I mean, they kept Ben Simmons around, so I wouldn't be surprised if they actually got him. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't
They kept
either.
Ben Simmons around, so it's like, what up?
Wow.
Thank you, Chris.
Jose, why are you thinking it's not, most likely not going to happen?
You giving Jose something to be happy about.
Okay, well, Jose, I'm here to tell you right now.
And when it doesn't happen,
although Chris reported this to us, right now it said it's a rumor that this could happen, even though it's a small, minute chance. Let me tell you right now, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, it's not. I wanted to. I really wanted to. Trust and believe me.
Listen. If he gets moved to the Knicks, I will be celebrating with y'all.
Let me respond to this.
No, we not. We ain't celebrating with you. I will not. Never.
Let me respond to Nick. Like basketball is being held hostage.
It's weird that Dr. Dre inducted LL in the Hall of Fame. That's weird.
Yeah, when it should have been Russell Simmons or somebody from Def Jam.
Right.
My football team sucks. My baseball team
I just thought about that too. The people who should have inducted who was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I'm cleaning on for anything I
Rock
can
and Roll Hall of Fame acceptance speech. Great speech, by the way, that they did. And they got inducted in 1989, the same year as Stevie Wonder. And Hall and Oates inducted the Temptations into the Rock and Roll.
Right.
Like, what? It should have been Smokey.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, down the road.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody from Motown. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Hall and Oates.
Anyway, guys, I'm head off. I got work in the morning. So.
All right. I'm going to call it night too, man. Y'all going to do live tomorrow? I mean, for the game?
Of course. You know it's going to be football day again.
I'm out there later, y'all.
I'll be around after, like, what? I might be back after the game, after the first set of games. I might not even get on. I might just, like, pop in, like,
Pop in, pop out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so
y'all have a good night.
All right, y'all be safe, man.
Yeah,
Salute to all of y'all.
All right.
Okay.
Much love, y'all. I'm out.
Later.
All right, Jose.
Yeah, man. Like, I thought that was weird. Before I cut out, Smokey Robinson should have inducted the Temptations into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now all knows.
I don't know. It's like the rest of that shit. I never fuck with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Anyway. Congratulations.
It's like when niggas get Grammys and shit. I'm like, I never fuck with the Grammys. No way. Huh?
So what? So what was this big reveal that Chris was trying to talk about? LeBron wants to trade himself. That's the big reveal.
I mean, he's considering it.
Why? Like, he's the problem. I mean, look, if you get traded to New York, you're going to do the same thing in New York. You don't fit. Like, retire.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, listen, no championship viable team is going to trade for you, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So your only choice is go to some trash ass team and shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to spend the rest of your career in Trashville? You know what I'm saying? Like, be my guest. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that nigga ain't going nowhere. That's his only options.
It's like any teams that have any aspirations of winning a championship should not go for that bum ass nigga, man. If you want to set your team back 10 years, then be my guest.
Hey T, but if I could make one trade, it would be with Cleveland and us getting Evan Mobley. He could come back home as a USC player.
What, trade LeBron?
He's the best rookie in the NBA right now.
Who's the best rookie?
Evan Mobley.
Right.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey T, but I was gonna say congratulations because Michigan had a big ass win, dude.
Oh man,
that shit was jumping, dog. They had that stadium rocking. Damn.
Listen, dog, they haven't beat these niggas. These niggas haven't beat Ohio State since 2011, dog.
I didn't know it was that bad. Like, I thought the last time you guys won was with that one guy in like the college football game, Robinson or something. He was like a running back.
Denard Robinson, yeah, he was.
I'm like, I had that guy in the video game. Like, that was the last time you guys beat him. Yeah.
That shit was crazy. That shit has been crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
First, next week you guys play Iowa for the championship, and if you guys win, you win.
We're going to the playoffs.
Dude. I'm like, oh
yeah. Yeah, we're going to the playoffs and shit. I don't know. See, Iowa will be one of them punk ass games hardball choke on. Like, I can't.
Iowa is not that good. Like,
nigga, they never are. Listen, Iowa is never that good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, this nigga, he done choked to Iowa like a couple times already. You know what I'm saying? So, like, nigga, this nigga hardball. I'm real hesitant.
They're undefeated, and then they just lost to some whack-ass school a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they lost to Michigan State. They choked the game to Michigan State. Choked it away. Dog. Gave it up.
No, yeah, see, and that game is on prime time next week at 5 p.m.
Yeah, Harbaugh better have his shit together, man. That's all I can say. I ain't about to fucking get behind this dude because he always choking some shit, dog.
Hey, well,
That nigga
he already
piss
earned
me
the
off.
contract based on what the booster said because they say this: if you beat Ohio State, which almost never happens, that's already credit to your resume. He'll be the first person to win the championship, like the what is it, the Big Ten?
Well, no. He, you know what I'm saying? Michigan hasn't had a Big Ten championship ever. Like since they've instated, because it wasn't always the tournament.
That's what I'm saying. Like you add that to his resume. Oh,
yeah. No, I'm saying they didn't always have a championship game. You know what I'm saying?
So coach to make the playoffs for Michigan.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see you guys firing him for a couple of years if he does that.
No, he just re-signed like last year. He just
who you finna fire, T? Who you finna fire already?
No, they ain't about to fire this. No, I'm saying they not about to fire this nigga Harbaugh and shit.
No, because there were some people that were hated with the contract, and we're like, why do you resign him? Like,
well, I hate on Harbaugh. I don't like that motherfucker, but I got you.
Listen, man, that nigga be choking, bro. That's what I was just telling Chris.
Right.
I want to get behind these niggas and shit.
Nah, that running back,
they'll fuck around and lose to Iowa next Saturday when they should beat these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
You have the best running back in the game right now. Running offense. You scored 5 touchdowns against Ohio State running the ball. Like they couldn't stop shit.
Listen, that's been the calling card all year. Like, the passing game has sucked. You know what I'm saying? They're very suspect. You know what I'm saying? But, like, they've been able to run the ball on pretty much everybody and shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you know, football has always been played in the trenches and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we kind of caught Ohio State off guard and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but, you're winning Iowa next week, though.
I hope so. Like I said, he didn't already choked. He choked like 1 year, just a couple years ago. They was undefeated going into Iowa, and they fucking lost that game and shit. You know, late in the season and shit.
The match is not the game is not going to be in Iowa. It's going to be in a neutral field. Though.
It don't matter, Dad. Harbaugh will choke.
Iowa does the same thing, so like it's fair. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know, Dad. I can't.
Playoffs, dude. Like I can't say that for my school.
I mean, I hope so, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me.
Like the way Alabama's like, they should have lost. That's what's pissed off today.
I heard they barely got by Auburn.
So you're up 7, Auburn, and they have 2 minutes left in the game, and Alabama has 1 timeout left, right? And it's second down. The running back tries to get the first down, and then he goes out of bounds. And then the coach is like, "Why'd you go out of bounds?" So they saved that 1 timeout that they had left. They got the stop on 3rd down. They punted. He drove 90 yards, tie game, overtime. We went to 4 overtimes. And
into 4 overtimes?
So in college, each team gets the ball right, and you got to score a touchdown.
Right.
After the 3rd time, it's no more touchdown. It's 2-point conversion.
One play
only.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, the first overtime, it's basically you got to score a touchdown, or you could field goal, right? The second round, you got to score. If you score a touchdown, you have to go for 2 points.
Okay, got you.
And after that, it's just 2-point conversion, and whoever doesn't convert, that's it.
Yeah, because they had like, it was a couple of them, man, that went like 5-6 overtimes, like a while back.
USC, we went like 10 overtimes. I was like, fuck, we can't.
Man.
So they have to get.
Yeah. I'm hoping they beat Iowa, man. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga be choking, dog. I'm telling you.
No, they just got you a big ass spread. Like you guys are fucking.
That makes it more dangerous, bro. I'm trying to tell you, dog. This nigga Harbaugh's upset Central over here.
Dog, this year's different. You're gonna. I don't think you're gonna win the championship, but you're gonna be in the playoffs. Because
What's the
Georgia,
other team? Okay, Alabama's up there. What's the?
because Georgia is by itself. They're like the only undefeated team, and they've been the best team. They've been wiping out
Everybody.
Alabama next week. So
Shit, Georgia's about due for a choking too and shit.
well, regardless, they're gonna make the playoff seed because they only have one loss.
Right.
So then we have we have Oregon, who is gonna win their next game. The Pac-12 sucks. Like they're not gonna beat UCLA. I mean, they are gonna beat UCLA. So it's Oregon, Cincinnati. That's the team you might most likely will play if Michigan wins next week. And Cincinnati, they only played like Notre Dame.
Cincinnati, they let Cincinnati in the fucking in the playoffs. They about to let a mid-major in the playoffs.
It's because that's what everyone's been losing. They only have one loss, and they beat Notre Dame. Like if you beat Notre Dame, that on your resume, I don't care how trash they are, it counts.
Yeah, it's always it's the name and shit. I hate Notre Dame. I swear to God.
That and they beat like UCF, but that's pretty much it.
Wow, they about to let a mid-major win, man. If they fuck around and win a national championship, it's gonna upset the whole system. They're gonna have to expand the playoffs for real.
No, they're gonna do that regardless. They're gonna do 8 teams, and that's way more fair.
That's too much, man.
Nah, because like I'm looking at the teams they play, like Navy, Tulane, Tulsa, East Carolina, like Miami, Ohio, Austin, PI, like these two teams are trash. Murray State, like I only know Murray State because of John Morant.
But I mean, like, look, sometimes like them UCF, them Central Florida teams back in a couple years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like those are real teams and shit. You know what I'm saying? They probably could have gave one of the major conferences a good run for their money and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Cincinnati, I don't know. I haven't seen them play.
Yep, and then Notre Dame is creeping back up. They're ranked number 6. It was two teams choke. They're in. And they're going to get blown the fuck out like they always do in the playoffs.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow and see what the rankings. Well, I guess it don't matter.
It's on Monday. No, but you guys are now going to be in the top 4 because Ohio State was 2. You guys were 5.
Right.
You guys were 5.
That's right.
So you're going to swap. You're swapping spots. And Ohio State can't make the playoffs anymore unless, like...
Yeah, no, they're done. They're done. I like Iowa. I mean, if they beat Iowa, they're going to the playoffs and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's an easy route. Their toughest game was today, and you guys won.
Yeah, it's always the hardest game. Ohio State's that's how it's always been and shit. Except for it's never been this lopsided and shit. Ever has this lopsided.
Man, these guys were cocky as fuck, and you guys just ran that fucking ball, and that was it.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying.
And then you saw Juwan Howard. I don't know if you saw. He was horny and he was showing love and.
Yeah. Dapped up Harbaugh after the game and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Basketball team is pretty good too. They just choked in the playoffs. I mean, the tournament last year, but.
Yeah. Well. That's right. They lost to somebody they shouldn't have lost to and shit. At the buzzer and shit. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Like the Michigan basketball always does its thing and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, they always a tournament and run away and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like shit. The football though, nigga. Michigan football is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it's at.
No, like you guys fuck the Lions. Like Michigan football, like.
Man, for real. Like I'm a way big. See, I think I'm a way bigger Wolverine fan than I am a Lions fan and shit.
But like, how's the demographic? Because like you guys have Michigan State, and I know they have a lot of fans too. Like, so Detroit is it more fucked with like Michigan, the school?
Yeah, it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It used to be like nigga Detroit fuck with U of M and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like since Michigan State has been better at football the last couple of years, like you know they've been better like this last decade or so. yeah, like really like this last decade they've been better. So they've picked up quite a following and shit. So it's damn near like probably maybe 60-40 now. You know what I'm saying? 70-30, something like that. As to where before it was like 90-10, like 80-20, something like that. You feel me?
Nah, yeah, man. I'm like, you guys got two good things. You got the Pistons and the Michigan Wolverines going for it. Because look, Cade Cunningham now is taking a level up.
Shit, that's better than us. All the fuck we got is Tampa Bay. All the Florida teams suck. Nigga, Miami suck. The Magic suck. Well, the Heat doing good, so I say we got two. We got the Heat and the Bucks. Everybody else suck. Well, the Lightning.
I don't know. The Magic might need to relocate or something because I don't know what's going on.
Relocate? We still gonna suck.
Listen, but y'all got the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all straight. You know what I'm saying, nigga? We got the Lions, nigga.
My nigga, but yeah, that is true. That is bad.
Hey, you gonna watch that game in Thanksgiving?
Hell yeah, he was watching and got pissed off and stopped watching it.
Yeah, like, of course, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to stop watching this shit, dog, because this shit is just disgusting to watch.
But then I just remember what you said about how these Lion fans don't get it. Like they support the team so much, like it's packed ass arena and
every year, dog. Like niggas are so hyped, and then it's like when they lose, dog, you can hear the crowd. They be like, oh, like collectively and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all know what's cracking and shit, dog. Like I don't even know, man. I went to a Lions game like what was that, like 2017. You know, and that's because somebody gave me a ticket and shit. Man, I would not spend my money on shit. Like average, they have average price and shit. They ain't like niggas. The seats is cheap. It's average price. You know what I'm saying? Like for at least average price. You know what I'm saying for a standard NFL ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas ain't playing.
Man, I'm like this, man. Them niggas is like they name. They lying to y'all niggas every year.
They ain't lying to me, nigga. I know what it is.
Well, they lied to your homeboys.
You're gonna get the best defensive player. Oh my god, he's a deep DN from Oregon.
But it don't matter though. It don't matter.
It's like Megatron and Barry Sanders.
Right. They done had two of the best talents we've ever seen in the game of football, and they still suck.
Eventually, they're not going to suck though.
That's bullshit. Hey, look what happened to the Jets. Nigga, the Jets still struggling.
Man, football is so easy. Like, if you know what you're doing to turn your team around in 2 years, 3 years and shit. Now, 2 years, really.
Did you guys sound like a couple of Patriot, like, front office dudes, like, and just... Yeah, that's why they got that defense.
That's what, what's his face? The fat nigga. I think he's back in New England now, isn't he? Patricia.
You talking about Patricia?
Coach. I mean, like GM, like you're.
And we hired their.
They had a GM. They had a GM from the Patriots. He sucked too.
Right. He wasn't the GM there. He was the fucking he was like the top scout or whatever.
No, y'all had the GM from the Patriots, bro. He was a GM from there.
HD, but the real GM is Bill Belichick. So like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
because he was bad. He was terrible. Like all them niggas did, dog, was sign the Patriot players that the Patriots didn't want no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, what's the name? Oh man, I'm forgetting. Damn.
Them niggas trash, bro. Patricia Fat.
You're gonna get Kayvon Thibodeau, and he's the best DM. Like, god damn. He's like a Miles Garrett 2.0.
You said what?
Listen, man.
Chris C, what'd you say?
No, they're about to get Miles Garrett 2.0.
That don't mean shit. You see the damn Browns got Miles Garrett 0.1. I mean 1.0, and they still suck. Shit.
Well then, team, my bad. I guess you just have the Pistons then.
Yeah.
Listen, you would think by the law of averages, these niggas would do something sometimes and shit.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
not y'all law average, nigga. This the multiverse. Y'all in the worst
Look what
part.
happened with the Pistons. You guys get the first pick in the draft, and all of a sudden that shit changes your team. But in the NFL, you get the first round, first pick, dog, and you guys go backwards. Like, what the?
It's crazy.
Because in the NFL, dog, look, it's not like basketball. In basketball, you can grab one player, you could turn your whole franchise around. Because that'll be your staple, and you could just put different pieces around them. A la when y'all had Shaq. Y'all could put pieces around them. Then once Kobe developed, you guys could put a staple around them too. Now you have two staples. Y'all just lucked up and got Kobe because Jerry West was like, man, this motherfucker, this was the best workout I've ever seen in my life. So now you added a staple. And with the Pistons with T's Pistons, they brought in Rip Hamilton. That trade was beneficial. They brought in Ben Wallace. They brought in different staples, and they had the team there. Then they added that piece, which was a superstar talent, which was Rasheed Wallace, which connected all of the pieces. And basketball is different. You can do that. In football, if you don't have a front five or a front four, or you have a building block, you're not going to be good. You got to have, for one, a line, and then you get a quarterback. Or if you have a defensive line, depending on if you want to build your defense first, you got to have a Mike linebacker. So it's different parts you got to pick on, and you have to stick to that. You have to have a philosophy of what you want to do. Belichick has a philosophy. We play defense, run the ball. He just lucked up and got Tom Brady, where they actually could throw the ball when his defenses suck. Brady could cover up for his bullshit ass defenses because Belichick needs to get the certain type of pieces that fit his system. If he don't have the certain pieces to fit his system, Belichick suck, as we seen last year. Like I was explaining to C. Penn, what did they do last year if this guy is such a great coach? They suck. Belichick needs a personnel to fit his system. If they don't fit his system, he ain't shit. It's like Greg Popovich. If they don't have a person for their system, it's not going to work. That's just the facts. And then you got some coaches who can just go pick this piece up, like let's say a Myles Garrett. They pick a Myles Garrett up. They're like, okay, now we can build around him. So now you go get you another pass rusher. Then you get you a Mike linebacker. You start building that defense up. Then you could go get you a quarterback. Like let's say you get a golf or whatever, the game manager. So you're going to run the ball, and put the game in your defensive hands. That is why the Patriots are winning this year, because he put pieces in there to help his little quarterback, and he already had a defense built up, so he's good. Because they didn't have Hightower last year.
If they gave you full control.
You said what?
If they gave you 5 years to fix the Lions, what would you do? Like, how would you?
5 years to fix the Lions? What I would do is I would build my defense up. I would build my front four, and then I would build them. I would get a Mike linebacker. I would keep Jared Goff. What I would do is I would get a running game, and I would build that O-line up. I would build an O-line up and everything, and I would be a run team, and play nothing but defense. And once I built my team up, I'll start adding pieces to the offense. Like I would get a receiver, but I would build my lineup and get a running game. Then I would get a receiver. Jared Goff's not that bad. All you need to do is just have a person in place who can actually guide your team. All the Detroit Lions got to do is build that team into a defensive team. That's it. And then they'll be straight, and then add some better pieces. Their problem is they keep going after the same fucking position. Like 1 year, they went after 3 fucking receivers. It was like, why? Like, you don't have no line.
They always blow their top pick on the receivers.
Always.
Shit, you know?
Always.
But it's, even still, their biggest problem, like, because they've been trash for a few years now, so it's not like they're not getting good draft picks. They're not developing the talent that they're getting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's been a huge problem. I mean, they don't have any depth. You know what I'm saying? It's like when that's why you develop the talent you draft and shit, because you're gonna need depth. Not everybody, you're not gonna draft all stars and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you develop a nigga that can hold their place, you know what I'm saying, and then get a star, or however that shit falls in your lap, but you gotta have some sort of nucleus for a team and shit. And they never do that shit, dog. They never build the core of their team.
See, would you say that Darius Slay was the best player you ever developed in the recent years?
Darius Slay? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because Darius Slay kind of came out of nowhere. He was I think he was like a top 10 pick or something like that.
You said their best player? Nah, their best player was Ndamukong Suh. Their best player was Ndamukong Suh. In recent years, Ndamukong Suh. That was their best player.
But see, that was a given. Everyone knew how good he was. They didn't really
Suh, as talented as he was, he never wanted to play here. You know what I'm saying? So we never saw his full potential and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he never wanted to play here in the first place and shit. He just wanted to collect a check. And as soon as he was able to get out of his contract, he was gone and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Darius was a second round pick.
Oh, second round pick. Yeah.
He did that.
And he became like a top 10 quarterback, corner in the league and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
the only corner they got in Philly, like legit, the only corner
that they have in Philly now.
They legit. That's their best. That's all they got. Cause
listen, and he's probably a number 2 cornerback at best and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he developed though. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if that was, you know what I'm saying, because of the coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm telling you draft that Thibodeau guy and they just draft more defensive players. And you got a little foundation, and then you just keep doing it in the next couple of years.
That's what they need. You know what I'm saying? They need a foundation.
Don't draft a receiver or tight end.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, what I would do is I would build my defense up first. Like, I would build it up.
Hawkinson's good, but why'd you draft him? Like, you're not ready to win yet. Like,
you said who?
They drafted Hawkinson high. Like, when there was better defensive players and they need them more.
No, that's what I'm saying. I would draft the defensive guy. That's what I would do. I would build my defense up. Like, if you build your defense up, dog, like,
you're gonna be in the game.
That will win you a lot more games, and then I would get me a running back. I don't care. Jared Goff he's not a top 10 quarterback or maybe a top 15. But I've seen Trent Dilfer win a Super Bowl with a raw-ass defense. You can do it. Like, you don't need a great quarterback. My bad, T. Go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
No. It's just Trent Dilfer had a line and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas don't never... Like, they supposed to have a good line this year. You know what I'm saying? That shit is porous as hell. The running game is stagnant again. I mean, they got DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift is straight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, bro, if they don't have a consistent running scheme and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, they're, nigga, the offense is so bad. On so many levels and shit. You know? For real, it's like, bro, like, I don't know how you're supposed to fix something like that other than by starting all over again. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, T, but then, like, when you switch over the channel and you watch the Pistons and how young they are, and it's fun watching that, right? Like,
oh, absolutely.
Like these last 2 weeks, I hate watching basketball, and I was just fucking hurt. Like,
no, but I'm just saying, basketball is different. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh no, yeah, of course.
Yeah, y'all, like, that's why I was telling you, like, yeah, you guys want a ring, and like I said, I don't get mad at you trying to win a ring. That's the point to me of playing the game, is to win a ring. But I mean, you guys had a plethora of talent, and to me, I understand LeBron can't play with them guys. He got to play with a certain guys. But to me, I mean, I'm sorry, I can't sacrifice a young talent in a team like that.
One valuable lesson I learned is don't trust the players. Don't listen to their feedback. Just listen to the GM, scouts. Like, don't listen to these.
Because look at Michael Jordan for the Bulls. If the Bulls would have listened to Michael Jordan, do you think they would have won 6 championships? Hell no.
Nope.
They would have won. You think if the team just listened to Kobe and shit, you think they would have won 5? No.
See, let's go with the Warriors. They wanted to trade. They wanted to keep Monte Ellis over Steph Curry.
Right.
But it's like
they would have traded Curry.
Yeah.
You know, with Kobe, he's not going to bitch. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's going to take what he's given. He's going to push the guys that are put on the floor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether he wanted them there or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the difference in the mentality and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but that's what I'm saying, T. Like, Kobe, all Kobe wanted was them to get some help and shit. To do what they had to do, with trade him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he had to beg him just to get him some help. You know what I'm saying? That shows you, once he got what he got, he did his thing. The thing about LeBron got to have all these pieces. And see, this is what messes LeBron up. He don't let the talent develop. He don't let it develop first before trying to go forward with it. And that's why his teams aren't very successful. That's why they struggle. Because you're switching all these parts off. NBA 2K, you could do that. But on NBA 2K, you'll still lose because your chemistry. You got a chemistry meter on that bitch.
No, see, that's our issue. We have 2K roster right now.
Yeah.
Chris,
I've
been telling you since they made the trade that this is going to be terrible chemistry. I don't see fucking LeBron and Westbrook existing on the court at the same time.
It's so bad, T, that like Frank Vogel, like you have LeBron doing the plays now, and no one's even listening to Vogel. Like I think he's getting fired in a couple days, by the way.
Well, we know that. We knew he was gonna get fired. Yeah, he the scapegoat. Yeah, it's not his fault. LeBron.
No, and Tim and Anthony Davis are getting the scapegoat right now.
Right. Well, yeah, we know that. Like this has happened everywhere he's gone. Like look at Cleveland the first time around. They had a coach that was a great coach, Paul Silas. Paul Silas was a great coach. He would have had LeBron and them in the playoffs. LeBron got mad. LeBron got mad because Paul Silas wanted him to play a little better defense and learn how to play off the ball more. He got mad and started crying, so they said, well, Paul, just step down. We don't want to fire you. We got too much respect for you. Just step down. So they said he stepped down. Usually they say a black coach got fired, but Paul Silas has a lot of pedigree in this game.
He commands a lot of respect.
Sure. So they said, all right, we'll let you step down. They brought in Mike Brown, dog. Mike Brown and everything brought in this defensive scheme because he's from San Antonio. He practiced under Pop. So he was taught how to run plays and defense. LeBron, they told him, don't coach LeBron. Just coach everybody else. And the reason...
everyone plays defense and mask, let LeBron basically play like a safety and like not defense, just masking the cover for him. And would you say, HD, the same thing happened with Doug Collins and Jordan before Phil?
No, this is what happened with Doug Collins. And Doug Collins, he was trying to go after your boy's job. What was his name, T? Cross. He wanted Cross's job, so he went behind Cross back to try to get his job. They let him go because of that. They pulled Phil up. No, it's two different situations. Jordan and Collins got along. That's why Jordan had Collins for him in Washington. Remember, he played for the Wizards. He brought Collins over. Him and Collins are like this. That's his guy. But see, Jordan went along with Phil because Phil was there through all the thick of things. Remember, Phil was there when they lost to the Pistons them last 2 years before they got over the top.
Yeah, and he got, Mikey got tired of Doug Collins too and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
he loved, but you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, like, Doug Collins has a reputation and shit. You know what I'm
The
saying?
master of panic.
Yeah, dad, like, you know what I'm saying? Where niggas just get tired of, like, just the weird ass white boy and shit.
Yeah.
You know, manic ass, weird ass white boy and shit.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Like,
right,
he wore out his welcome here in the D too and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he started, everybody loved his energy and shit, nigga. But by the time he was done, it was like, nigga, it's time for you to go.
Yeah, yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like he, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, but yeah, like listen, if Mike had wanted to fucking go along, like wanted to keep Phil, I mean, they'd have probably still fired him anyways, because that was more Jerry Krause's doing and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Mike was like, he was okay with it, so he was out of here. Doug Collins was out of here.
Yeah.
He was out of here.
Yeah, but yeah, it was that, but it was more that Doug Collins wanted Krause's job, so they let him go. But if Collins would have stayed, Mike wouldn't have had a problem with it. Mike would have been like, cool.
Right.
He would have rolled with it. The difference with LeBron is they spoiled LeBron, and they see what they've done. They spoiled him. They let him get away with shit. They let him fire coaches and all this type of stuff.
LeBron's a coach killer. I'm gonna say he's a coach killer.
Hey, hold on, T. What you said, Chris?
I just remember. Oh wait, David Fizdale. We just hired him this year. Like, that's LeBron's boy.
Right.
He's gonna be the head coach in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And he's gonna let LeBron do.
He gonna let LeBron do whatever he want. Yep.
Crazy.
Exactly. But see, this is what I'm saying. That's why I could never put this guy over Kobe and over Mike. Mike.
His athleticism has gone this year because he's shooting the most jump shots and he's actually hitting some. But the thing is, yesterday he shot 14 threes. He didn't even want to attack the paint because he don't got the legs anymore. Like, God damn.
Right.
14 threes?
Yeah, he's just a shooter now, T. Like, he doesn't really drive anymore. He can't anymore. After the third quarter, his legs are done. Like, his legs are done. Like, T, that's why young teams, just run. Like,
yeah.
Like, tomorrow, the Detroit Pistons just, like, full press. That's all you got to do.
Listen, Dad, they ran the shit out the boy. Listen, there was no way they was supposed. That's why I know LeBron sabotaged that motherfucker.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Because he just sacrificed himself. He was like, I'll fuck it. I'll be the goon and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to take out the nigga that's fucking us up the most and shit.
And not taking that. When he went to New York the next day, he's over here in the clubs and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Who, LeBron?
Yeah, he was over there drinking wine in the club and while the game's going on, like, this fucking...
you already, man, listen, Dad. You know what? That's why I say, y'all, and this nigga whole ass jersey about to go up in the Laker Raptors and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to own that shit.
That's Genie Buss's.
Listen, man, y'all let Genie Bus.
Kobe would be suited up and he'll be in the bench right there in the game, like just.
Of course, because it's two different mentalities. Like I said, I didn't like Kobe at first. I hated that motherfucker. I was an Allen Iverson and Penny Hardaway guy. Penny Hardaway because of the Magic. That's the reason why I'm a Magic fan.
But my thing is not saying like why do you hate him, but why did people? I know why people would despise him because of what he did to a lot of teams. For you, was it like that, or was it just because you don't like his play style? Or?
No, I didn't like Kobe. Because I thought he was a fake ass Michael Jordan at first. That's what I thought he was. They were giving him all these commercials. They were giving him all this love.
Him and Jordan and shit.
No, it wasn't that. It's that they were giving him all this Jordan, and you're right. You're somewhat right. They were pushing him as the next Michael Jordan, and then Allen Iverson was having this amazing rookie season. Like, we've never seen a rookie season like this ever. Like, this guy was murdering the league at 5'10", just doing things we've never seen, and he wasn't getting no publicity.
Yeah, because I wasn't blessed to see Kobe's young years because I was born the same year he went in the NBA.
Well, Kobe was coming off the bench. Like, he really didn't do nothing his first year because they had a guy named, they had Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones. Those were good guys. I loved those guys. I liked Nick and Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones, I loved him since he was at Temple. T will tell you he remembered Temple days, Eddie as well. Eddie was a dog. Eddie was a dog. You know what I'm saying? All day. That was my guy. So when they got
my first earliest years of remembering is the early 2000s, and that's it. With Ken Burnett and Ricky Davis in that team, the Spreewell versus us.
Right.
That was like my earliest.
Right. Yeah, Spreewell was my guy too. I didn't like Kobe because he was getting more pub than Iverson, but each year I was watching him, I started liking him because I seen different things he was doing. Like his first year to his second year, dog, he had a jump, like a real big jump. And nobody noticed it. I was like, man, this kid here, he's coming off the bench, he's playing defense, and in the playoffs, that's when I started noticing him. When he was locking John Stockton and Malone down, he was locking that pick and roll shit down. And he's the reason the Lakers didn't get swept in that series. Like, his defense was amazing. Like, I'm like, this kid, and then he airballed some shots. But I was like, yeah. And I was like, people were laughing and cracking on him. But Dale Harris came to the podium and they were asking him, like, why would you have this kid shoot a shot? Because I think he benched all his starters, or they fouled out or whatever. He benched all his starters, and Kobe was out there shooting the big shots. And he's a young kid. Like, we didn't. I was like, they got this young kid, and Dale Harris was saying, well, the reason I had him out there is because one day them shots that he missed, he's gonna make a habit of making them. And we was looking at him like, what the fuck this motherfucker talking about? This nigga, like, he a little kid. Like, he just came out his mama pussy. So, we ain't know what he was gonna do and stuff. And then each year, dog, Kobe he was coming. Like, he was getting better. He was getting better. Then he was in the All-Star game.
That came in the picture. Kobe was
I'll tell you when I just like I've always had I felt like you HD. I felt like like they were trying to crown his ass and he hadn't done nothing.
Yeah, facts. Yep.
And so and plus, you know what I'm saying, like my Pistons and shit, like by the time he became a real threat in the league, my Pistons was rolling too. So he was always kind of it was a rival kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But you always had to respect his game. But my favorite time of watching Kobe play is actually you know what I'm saying, like kind of after after that last championship run. You know what I'm saying? Like right around them years when he was hurt a lot and shit.
Yeah.
And he was still doing the same things he was doing, but he was being smarter, because he didn't have the athleticism that he used to have. You know what I'm saying? And he was balling out of his mind. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He would have these games like what was it? Like he had like 4 or 5 games where he hit 40 points in a row and shit. I mean, he was doing this at like 30, 34, or 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up knee and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think I'm ever gonna have that feeling like in the fourth quarter, like where I'm not even nervous, like because he's gonna hit the shots, like.
Dog, and you know it's coming and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, nigga, that's my favorite. And it all culminated in the night he scored 60 in his last game.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, this is my motherfucking nigga. That's when it was like, this is my nigga right here.
I remember like the Muppets commercial with Nike, like LeBron and Jordan, and they were like trying to hype LeBron saying he's better than Kobe, and then when that Olympic year, during the Olympics, no one could ever tell me LeBron's better than Kobe when literally Kobe saved the whole Olympic team from embarrassing. And no one wanted the fucking ball against Spain except for Kobe, and he fucking took a shot. And Kobe was already old as fuck at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a super veteran. He led that team.
My game came. I know it's cliche, but I'm sorry that Indiana game. And then the T-Mac game. Those are the games that just turned me into a guy. Cause that Indiana game, you know, Shaq fouled out. Yeah, in the finals with Shaq.
The closest variation of Kobe. Like at one point, I'm like, man, T-Mac is keeping up with Kobe.
Man, look.
Ray for Skip was a Skip to my Lou, Ray for Austin.
Listen, the Pacers. I know in the Pacers game, I seen him tap Shaq on the leg, and then I saw this motherfucker just go off. I was like, oh my god. And you know, because people was always, they was looking for Jordan this and Jordan that. I saw this motherfucker. I said, this motherfucker finna be better than Jordan. I'm sorry. The guy's footwork, I haven't seen nothing like it. And Jordan had great footwork. Jordan had one of the best footworks in history. But this kid, the shit he was doing, like turnaround, off pivot, just, it was like, is this nigga human? And he just did this at OT at 21. And he telling motherfuckers to calm down. I got this. I said, this motherfucker got some balls on him. He's telling them he got this. And then he just in the game against T-Mac, like T-Mac said, the first half, like I was talking mad trash. I said, I told y'all Kobe can't fuck with T-Mac, you bitches. And I was just talking mad shit. That second half came, I don't know if Kobe heard me through the TV. That motherfucker shitted on T-Mac. He shitted on T-Mac the whole second half, dog. I've never seen T-Mac get shitted on like that. Like, he done went against Iverson. He done went against his cousin Vince Carter. He done gone against Paul Pierce and all of them. Man, I've never seen nobody shit on T-Mac like Kobe did.
For injuries, T-Mac is going as one of the best shooting guards.
Oh, no question. No question. Yes, dog. T-Mac was a monster. But, dog, I've never seen T-Mac get shitted on like that. And this was the Magic T-Mac. This was the killer T-Mac. This nigga, he was a killer. And I just never seen it. I seen him. He crossed the shit out of Kobe. He finna go for the shot. Kobe come out of nowhere and just block his shit. I just gave it up. I gave it up. I said, I'm done, dog. He's the best two guard. He's the best player in the league, bro. I'm done. I'm like, nah, T-Mac and AI can't fuck with that dude. That dude is on some other shit. This motherfucker dropped 2 points in the first half. Then came out and dropped 33 straight fucking points. Who the fuck does that? 33. 33.
Remember how that nigga man was fucking flying back from Denver nigga to drop 40 and shit and 45 and shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga Kobe was a problem, bro.
Dog, man, that's what I'm telling you.
Bro. You feel like if Chris Paul, like the trade would have happened, like you would be looking at Chris Paul different now. Like he'll be a champion right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man, because I feel like even so, like the league they were done with Kobe and shit by that time. They wanted to move past Kobe and shit. They ain't want to let Kobe hang around and shit like they doing this bum. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. But see, that's what I say. Like those are some of my favorite years and shit. Dog. Like when the refs stop looking out for you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they did the same thing to motherfucking Mike and shit in Washington and shit. You know what I'm saying? They took away his superstar whistle, so he still had to go out and play, but he had to earn it for real. You know what I'm saying? He had to earn that shit.
But why do you feel like that? Because I know Nike backed Kobe to the fucking max, but it was the NBA that.
Yeah, we're talking about the NBA. Like the NBA, you know what I'm saying? Like the Heat, they didn't want anything disturbing the Heat and shit. You know what I'm saying? With LeBron, Wade, and Bosh and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But they underestimate the LA. I mean, I'm just gonna speak for an LA. How many fucking fans fucked with Kobe? Like, cause we would go out of war with those trials, like the allegations, like fuck ESPN. I remember everybody that was saying shit about us.
Yeah, well, the thing is, they saw Kobe. They didn't think Kobe would be great as he was. They thought Kobe was a sidekick to Shaq. So when Kobe caught that case and shit, and he was dropping all these numbers, they were trying to push Shaq really to win that ring. When Shaq lost it, they were like, all right, Shaq, we're gonna move you to Miami. Kobe was supposed to be done with. Like, he was done. They were done with him. They thought of him as another Scottie Pippen. But he wasn't. Like, this motherfucker, like, he was always seen as Scottie Pippen. And when Shaq left, like, that's what I knew a long time ago. Kobe wasn't no Scottie Pippen. I knew he had bigger balls than him. He was way better.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just saying the league saw him. The league saw him as a sidekick. So when Kobe was dropping all those points, like, he got hurt that first year down the stretch. But the second year, he was dropping 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Like, it was like, oh my God.
No,
and then
all defensive first team.
Right. And he was making all defensive first teams. He was locking the best players down every night. And if it wasn't for him doing that, the Lakers wouldn't have been shit. He put y'all back on the map. It was like...
Are we talking about number 8 Kobe here?
Yeah, when he was number 8.
Oh, the nigga that is shit on you too?
Yeah. T know what I'm talking about.
Oh man, listen, number 8 was a problem.
Number 8 was a killer. Number 8 was a motherfucking killer, man.
Yeah, listen, that's some of my favorite Kobe days too.
Yes, it is.
That number 8, dog.
Was vicious.
Nigga. That nigga was vicious, dog.
Vicious as hell. Didn't give a fuck. Didn't give a fuck about shit.
I know for sure the NBA players respected him more than they'll ever respect LeBron.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
They talk about it.
They talk about it. Yeah, like the only reason Isaiah Thomas picked LeBron is because they're in business together. But other than that, Isaiah Thomas know Kobe was a better player than LeBron. It's like, come on, it's not even close.
It's really not that.
It's not even close. Like,
it's really not.
Right. T's a Detroit fan to the fullest, but T not gonna lie to you and say, man, we fear LeBron more than Kobe. Nigga, please. Kobe, they designed the defense by putting Tayshaun on him. They shifted the defensive coverage to him. They didn't care if Shaq went off. Because they knew if Kobe would have gone off, if you watch the past championships and big games they won, if Kobe goes off, his points are more impactful than Shaq. Everybody know that.
Ron, that's the ultimate respect the team could give you.
Right. That's why they put Tayshaun on them, and then they was pressing them at 90, they were running full court press on their ass. Because they knew.
Hunter.
Right.
I'm still upset sometimes we could have got Jason Kidd and Kevin Garnett because they didn't want to trade Andrew Bynum because
that seemed like a big mistake.
Yeah, that was a big mistake.
One of my favorite moments is he did the J.J. Burrell shit, but one time we just got tired of Phil Jackson shit, so in the Warriors, they just pull up for 3, and Phil Jackson said, get the fuck off the court, and he just kind of shrugging I don't give a fuck, God damn.
Man, remember that string of fucking buzzer beaters Kobe was hitting and shit 4
God,
games in a row,
yes.
5 games in a row, nigga.
Yes, dog. Yes,
he's
dog.
done it again, man. What the
yes,
fuck?
Dog.
What's wrong with this nigga, man?
Man, it was crazy.
LA.
And he just started hitting them shots. And they be mad as hell. Like, people just be, they'll just be quiet. And then you just see Kobe talking about just walking off and shit, pulling his jersey off. It's like...
And you don't miss that time, the 90s and the early 2000s, the basketball, how...
Hell yeah, I miss it, Chris. Hell yeah, I miss it. I don't watch this shit today. If I didn't hear from T or Nick Jacobs or you about it, I wouldn't know shit about basketball. I don't watch that shit.
2008 was its last year of
Man, listen, when Kobe left, my black ass left. I was like, it's done with. It's done. Like when Kobe had that Achilles injury, it was over. It was done. Basketball was over with to me. Now you got all these young bitches together.
Nah, just because us going to Boston used to mean something.
Right.
And then Kobe just fade away, game winner, and they're just crying. Same thing with Utah Jazz, Houston Rockets. Like, now it's not hostile anymore like that. It's just, hey, can I take a selfie with you, LeBron?
Right. It's like, come on, man.
Listen, that bum, he don't even know what it. He don't even understand that. That's what I be saying. Like, I can't believe y'all have let this nigga come in and run amok like this and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga, man, be quitting in the middle of games and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga threatening not to play in the playoffs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
The Laker fans are spoiled. We're like, if 5 years of no winning, you get desperate as fuck. Like,
yeah, true.
It's honestly the truth. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, but is it worth it? Look what it's costed y'all. You know what I'm saying? Look what it's cost. I mean, listen, if y'all was just like a franchise that the NBA didn't dick ride so much and shit, y'all would be so fucked right now.
Yeah.
Because you traded away all your young talent for a bum ass nigga, dog, who's just like a vampire, just sucking the life out of y'all team and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, it's no end in sight, dog. And it's like, how are you supposed to get it? You know what I'm saying? Get back.
2 years, 2 more years.
Yeah, that's because the NBA dick rides y'all, man. But y'all sold y'all sold y'all soul for this nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking y'all got to pay for it. Listen, now y'all might have cursed yourselves and shit, dog. The curse of LeBron and shit. You know? For real, dog.
That
For
nigga
real,
said
man.
the curse
Y'all
of
might not bounce
LeBron.
back from this one. Y'all fucked up.
Sorry, team, but LA, NBA can't let the Lakers stay down for long.
Listen, the basketball guys are frowning on you guys right now.
National Business Association.
Listen, this nigga has never respected the game and shit.
Oh, see, I'm saying after 2 years when he's gone. I'm saying no. I'm not saying right now.
I'm saying 2 years after he's gone. Listen, Dad, the effects of y'all signing LeBron is long.
We were not even the worst team, and we got back top 2 picks. Like, the only reason why they didn't give us the first pick was it would have made it so obvious teams would have really cry and.
Yeah, we know what time it is. We know what time it is, but I'm telling you, the basketball guys are frowning on you guys, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had no business signing LeBron and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all open Pandora's box. He's just wrecking y'all right now. You know, he's about to get the coach fired again and shit. Y'all about to, you know he's gonna trade somebody. You know somebody's gonna get traded.
Oh no,
LeBron's gonna trade you. LeBron's gonna trade you. LeBron's gonna trade you. What you say, Chris?
Kendrick Nunn is getting out of here. DeAndre Jordan's getting the fuck out of here. Well, Wayne Ellington's getting the fuck out of here. Bradley's getting the fuck out of here. That's 4. THT, unfortunately, is going to be sacrificed for.
Listen, man, y'all about to give up another good young piece and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if he knew what to do with THT, nigga, he can stay and be balling for y'all. But no, he don't know how to play without the basketball. So can't nobody else have the ball. Listen, Dad.
That's not one player I don't want to give up, but I already know what time it is.
Yeah, you know what time it is, Dad. He about to get some money
because they're trying to push the Jeremiah Grant to the Lakers type of shit. I'm like, Jeremiah Grant, one doesn't want to be in the Lakers because he wants to be the first option because he's trying to get paid.
Yeah, why would you think that the Pistons would ever trade anything to the Lakers?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying fucking Shannon Sharp and ESPN is trying to push that shit.
No, man, listen, Dad, that nigga Jeremy Grant ain't going nowhere and shit.
No, I know the situation, but there is a player I want.
That nigga's balling and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, he ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere, T.
He ain't going nowhere, Dad. Nigga, they just signed him and shit. You know what I'm saying? They just signed him.
It's a 3-year deal. They got to re-sign him again now because he's on his 2nd year, right?
Yep.
And Denver needs him because they've been sucking. They're worse than us right now.
Listen, though, but I mean, shit, that's the move to sign a shorter contract and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's going to get a max contract with y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
He deserves it too, because Cunningham's in his first year of his rookie deal.
Yep.
And
So
you
he
just see
still
Cunningham's game so smooth. Like, he just needs to improve his jumper a little bit. Other than that,
it's
fucking straight. Like,
Isaiah Stewart, this is his second year. You know what I'm saying? He still got 2 more years. You know what I'm saying?
I already told you how I feel about him.
Yeah, Sadiq Bey. You know what I'm saying? So it's like niggas gonna have time to build a nucleus and shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit. You know what I'm saying?
You have your nucleus already.
By the time it's time, by the time fucking Jeremy Grant get out this second contract and shit, it'll be time to sign the rest of them niggas and shit. Whoever, you know what I'm saying, we winning championships with.
That's it. You need that one veteran, good player, and that's it. Look in the next.
What? The Brooklyn Nets are number 1 in the East after losing?
What?
I said the Brooklyn Nets are still number 1.
Now let me debunk this. Brooklyn has beaten all the sorry ass teams, but all their losses have been against teams with a winning record.
Right.
They got blown out by the Warriors, got blown out by the Suns, they got blown out by Chicago, they got blown out by Milwaukee.
Yeah, fucking
They booed James Harden today. The Nets fans.
Right.
They booed him. I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it too.
He's in serious out of shape. Like, dog, he looks chunky right now.
But I'm saying though, listen, that niggas gotta remember, man, like these niggas ain't young no more and shit. So he ain't gonna be looking like the lean James Harden, no more and shit. You know,
he's 34, and Kevin Durant's up there too.
Wait a minute, James Harden is 34 now?
Yeah.
He's older than I thought he was. I thought he was like 31, 32. He's 34 now, yeah. So nigga, that old James Harden.
My bad, he's 32.
Yeah, because Kevin Durant 34. Kevin Durant's 34.
Yeah.
But his body's like a 35-year-old because he don't.
I mean, it's not.
You see when you see when you get to your 30s and shit, nigga, that some of that fat just gonna be there. And shit.
It is, man.
No matter how much no matter how much you run, nigga, that shit gonna be there. The money gonna be there. The fat gonna be there.
Nah, T, they're saying, is it Rick Ross playing? Because it looks like it's Rick Ross playing right now. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, with the big ass beard and shit. Damn.
Hey, T.
He's got a gut.
Oh.
James Harden on the court. Crossing niggas over and shit.
No, he can't cross over anymore. He lost the step rate. That's the thing. Damn. He's not going to the line like he used to. He's not going to the paint. He's just shooting.
Yeah, but see, he's not getting a lot of those bullshit calls either. That's what's fucking him up.
That's true.
Yeah, another person struggling. Damian Lillard's having the worst season. Same thing with him. No fucking. BS.
But like have you seen the Blazers play this year?
Yeah.
They're actually playing a good brand of basketball right now.
They are.
Shit. I know they lost the other night and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're actually playing have ball movement. Like you don't see a lot.
Phillips has given them a structure on defense because they never played defense before.
And offense, they have a structure on offense too and shit. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Like in the back, like that guy Terry Scott, he just said, "Our Dame Lillard deep three and screen."
Right. But see, here's the thing: Dame Lillard still takes those threes, but he's in the right spot doing them now and shit. You know what I'm saying? it fits. Like they're playing way better team basketball right now and shit than I've seen them play like in a long time and shit.
Thanks to Chauncey Billups. People forget.
I think so.
Yeah, like all Dame
playing like this last year.
All Dame got to do is buy in, and they'll be fine.
Listen, he was out there dropping dimes, like running the offense. It was amazing, bro.
Right.
I'm like, look at Dame running the offense and shit, like passing the ball, running the offense, and then getting the ball back and scoring. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like letting the offense work. You know what I'm saying? Then you catch the offense slipping. You know what I'm saying? And fucking work your Dame magic and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Bruh.
Right.
It's amazing, dog. Simple basketball.
Right.
Not team, but see that you're lucky right now too, because you're in a win-win situation where you could enjoy every game because there's no pressure, just young guys
No
developing.
pressure, dog. I just want to see him play hard and shit. You feel me?
Not like the Clippers were blowing the fuck out of you guys, and then all of a sudden you guys are down 8. Like, what the fuck? And these young guys don't stop. Like, they don't stop. Like, they just hoop.
Shit, I wish our young guys would do that.
Nah, you guys got bigger issues. Like Jonathan Isaac, he can't stay healthy.
Nope.
You have too many guards.
Yep.
Markelle Fultz is about to come back.
Didn't I tell T? I told y'all before the season we got too many guards.
But you got some bright spots there. Jalen Green is tight. You know what I'm saying? And so,
they don't got Jalen Green.
So it's fine.
We got Jalen Suggs.
Pretty straight too.
You mean Suggs?
They got Suggs. They don't got Jalen Green.
Jalen Suggs. Who did I say? Jalen Brown. My bad.
You
Yeah,
said
Suggs.
Green.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Too many Jalen's in the NBA. Nigga.
Too many, and all the motherfuckers come up short, don't they? all the motherfuckers in the clutch come up short, don't they? I watched the other night. Suggs was fucking up down the stretch. I said, "Yep, we got another Jalen."
He young, man. Give him a break, HD. Give him a break, man. This first year, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga in that Lakers game and shit, that nigga K had like 2 turnovers down the stretch and shit. That was like, what are you doing?
Hey, he got 2 raw names, nigga, Cade and Cunningham. This nigga got Jalen Suggs, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit.
The NBA never be giving you the first pick ever. When was the last time you had the first pick since Shaq?
No, since Penny.
God damn.
Well, no, Penny won the first pick. My bad.
That was our third pick. For Chris Webber.
Yeah, we got trade. You traded him for Chris Webber. So yeah, you're right, Shaq.
No, you guys are always coming up.
Oh no, D. Howard. We got D. Howard.
I was about to say, where was D. Howard drafted at? He was like number 1, number 2, something like that.
Yeah.
I thought he was 4, bro.
Oh yeah, he was 4. So yeah, Shaq. So yeah, I give you that, Shaq. Yeah.
No, because the Magic, they always be like, when they see out the lottery by like 1 or 2 picks. Kind of like the Knicks with the point guards with Trae Young and Steph Curry. They're like 1 pick behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, that bullshit. That's what I call it.
Listen, yeah, dog. Like I say, man, we know the NBA. Everybody knows the NBA loves the Lakers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Do.
Like,
they love them motherfuckers. Us, they like, fuck y'all. Y'all niggas can die slow.
Man, that's for real though. That's how they be feeling. Like, nigga, everybody else, y'all niggas can kill yourselves if you want.
Yep.
Well, them niggas get less than the fuck, dog. Cause nigga, last time nigga the Pistons had a number 1 pick, dog, was 1971. How do you even explain that, bro?
I believe it.
How do you even explain?
How many years were you in the lottery? Like that's like to get a chance, like every year. Besides the
no, not every year, but shit, often enough to where we could at least have one fucking one number 1 pick since 1970 and shit.
Like you know Andre Drummond was what? Like
you say what?
Like Drummond that year, when that Drummond got drafted with y'all, you guys were supposed to get the first pick in the NBA. How was you guys?
Yeah, we like end up picking like 9th. They always give us like between 7 and 9 every year and shit. You know what I'm saying? Every year. But really, it's between like 9 and 13.
You didn't even believe that you got the first pick this year. Like, wait, for real, we ain't trolling?
Listen, I felt it. I knew it was coming. I was talking that shit all last year and shit. Like, yep, I'm just waiting on the line.
When my Lakers sucked the last year, like with Russell and before all that, like that NBA draft party was like the ping pong balls. Like, oh, that was our season. That was like one of the best days of the NBA for us because you get like, dun, 4th chance. Good, best chance. Damn,
Man, think about
three
it,
spots.
Think about it. The nigga, they let y'all niggas draft Worthy and Magic, and then nigga got traded for Kareem, and then traded for Kareem. Shit, dog.
T, what did my dog do at the table on Talladega Nights? How y'all motherfuckers had Magic, Kareem, Wilkes, Thompson, Worthy all on one team? What the hell?
What the fuck? Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they be letting y'all get away with outrageous shit, bro.
Outrageous shit, bro.
Outrageous shit.
That's why I'm surprised the New York Knicks don't get that type of love, because they're the biggest market.
They don't like the Knicks like that because they liked the Knicks, but they never liked the Knicks like that. It's always been the Lakers and Boston. They never liked the Knicks like that. The Knicks was just a big market team that they would put in the playoffs, and they would probably bring to the championship once in a while because they're a big market. But other than that, you know, that's if the Celtics are down. Like if the Celtics suck, or, you know, the Lakers aren't doing well, then they'll make the Knicks good. And they'll be like, all right, the Knicks are good, the Bulls are straight. All right, we good. Let's roll. Fuck everybody else.
But they're going to have one of them teams is going to be up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Either the Lakers or Celtics. They're never going to be trash at the same time and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, you're right, T. Like, they're not. Like, I already know. Yeah, I know. Trust me. We know that they licked the nuts of the Celtics and Lakers. They're always going to get the love. Shit, yep. We know it. I always knew that shit. That's what my brother said, man.
Larry Bird was supposed to go out in the draft before... he was supposed to go out in the 79 draft and shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga decided he didn't want to go play for like the Milwaukee Bucks or some shit like that, nigga. Stayed an extra year in college and shit, dog. So the motherfucking no, how did that story go, nigga? Nigga, somehow, dog, like, nigga, the fucking Celtics just like retained the rights to this nigga somehow and shit. And nobody questioned the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either he fucking, what happened to that nigga, dog? Something happened where he ended up going out a year later than he was supposed to and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Celtics still retained his rights and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this shit is crazy, dog. They would let niggas get away with whatever and shit if it's LA and Boston.
Oh, yeah, you already know. They don't give a fuck. They run the league.
That shit's disgusting. For real, dog. We be having to work hard for our shit, nigga.
All the time.
Man.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man. Fucking Lakers, man. Fucking Celtics.
Yep. Yeah, we ain't seen Christian coming around talking about them sorry bastards.
No, he frustrated with basketball now. You don't want.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Them niggas trash. Yeah, he was trying to talk all that shit about them niggas in the preseason. It was like, nah, come on, bruh. Like, we know what Tatum is and shit. Nah. There's no questions on Tatum anymore.
He ran out happy with Cam until I went off on him privately on last week because Cam cost me some money.
Oh, that they lost and shit. He played well and they lost.
Nah, how do you get your fucking former coach? Like I was with him, like, dog, the Panthers can make a run, and then you just waste Cam's fucking opening game, dog.
Yeah, because Matt fucking Rule. I kept telling him that motherfucker sucked. He can't even spell his last name right.
You put all your faith in a nigga who can't spell his last name and shit.
It's Rule he spells, but it's Rhule, but it's supposed to be Rule.
Yeah, Ruhle, nigga. What the fuck is that?
Right.
Ruhle?
I told you. That motherfucker can't spell shit.
Do you think anything's gonna happen on tomorrow or later today? Pistons.
Nigga, Lakers gonna catch an L, bro. They should have caught an L. They should have caught an L the other night and shit. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron sabotaged the whole shit. They ain't gonna be dumb enough to fall for that shit. Fall for that shit this time.
I was about to say, like, you don't think we can pull that off again?
Nope. You see, you know what I'm saying? See, like, nigga, but that's what I like, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it always be a good brawl, nigga, that bring a team to, like, really bring a team together and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we just, like, they just naturally building all the right chemistry pieces that they need to go on this run and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything's happening. It's just like falling in line and shit. You know what I'm saying? They done had them a good brawl and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know who fuck with you until it's time to go to war and shit. You know what I'm saying? Until you've been to war with the nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
nigga,
even fucking Donald Trump went on Instagram saying, "Fuck you, China James." Like, I'm like, oh shit.
He said what?
Yeah, on his Instagram, he just posted like, "Hey, fuck you, LeBron," on the real. You're a bitch. Like, I'm like, God damn.
He said that?
Yeah, Trump Jr. though, with Trump, but.
Oh, Trump Jr. Okay, I'm like, damn.
No, you had like all the far right people with like dissing LeBron because of the fucking Detroit shit. I'm like, hey,
really?
because LeBron aligned himself with Hillary Clinton like back then in days, and you know, like he don't say anything about China, and you know that's a big talking point with.
Oh, he started to, and then he had to shut the fuck up about it. Because he didn't know what he was talking about.
He got shut up real quick.
Yeah, he had to shut the fuck up.
Like, I think his own team told him, like, hey, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, just.
Oh, yeah, and then the NBA, they make so much money with China and shit. They ain't trying to throw no.
What happens if you think shit like they'll say they're gonna block people from watching that certain team.
Yeah.
So, like, right now they can't show the Celtics right now.
Yeah, they're not gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
If you not showing the Celtics right now, in China right now.
Yeah, if you talk shit about them, they're not gonna fuck with you.
About, right? And it's Canner he's in CNN every week now. He has an appearance now.
That nigga, man.
When we played him last week, he had shoes of the president of China with LeBron, like sucking him, like, yeah.
I did not know he was doing all of that.
Why isn't LeBron's the leader of the NBA? Why isn't he going up against China?
Yeah, man, that nigga need to shut the fuck up and shit. You better worry about.
I know people don't like LeBron, but there's certain people like, how are you gonna speak about the black community? Like, oh, you ain't black. Like, I can't say things like that. Like, who am I to fucking tell people what they're
Listen, he need to. Why he don't talk shit about his country and shit?
No, and he was like crying the other day because he's like, I'm a U.S. citizen. I don't have to go back there.
That's why he feeling safe right now and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you better shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because you got, nigga, if nigga fucking, where is he from? Like, one of them countries and shit. If they catch, if they catch wind of his ass outside of the U.S., nigga, it's over with for that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He couldn't play in Canada, right? Until like last year when, and this is what the NBA did. They hired, they had Secret Service from White House protecting him basically. That's what happened last year.
Yeah, because otherwise, nigga, they gonna send them goons. They gonna send them goons after him and shit, dog. He already know that shit.
The Turkey's in cahoots with Russia, and Putin don't fucking play.
Yeah, they shit. Turkey don't play.
No, the thing with Turkey is, you know what a coup is? Like when people try to overrule, like take over.
Yeah, they overthrow the government. Yeah, cool.
That shit, like and I think, and his Canada, like his family members are political or something.
No, he said some shit in the talking about the government like a couple years over the summer, a couple years ago. And like nigga, when he said that shit over here, and they fucking like harassed his pops, like threw his pops in jail for a couple days.
Not every place is like the United States where you could say shit about the president and nothing will happen. Like, can't do that shit in some countries.
Nigga, he said that shit over here. He didn't say that over there. He said that shit over here, nigga. And they went and wrapped his people up and shit, wrapped them up. You know what I'm saying? So like, nigga, you know, he already know he walking that thin line.
No, but yeah, he can't. Now he's on CNN every week now.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Who on CNN?
Oh, Enes Kanter.
Talk about Enes Kanter.
Oh, his BIH. He gonna get a BIH award next.
Yeah, he probably deserves one.
Deserve one. He need one.
Yeah, he's earned it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like I was just saying, he ain't gonna get out there and talk no shit about Turkey, because Turkey already got a hit out on his ass.
Oh yeah, they gonna put a bullet in his head.
I'm telling you.
Soon as he come across that border, they be like, fuzza. Dead.
That's what I'm saying. He better hope they don't catch that nigga outside the U.S., nigga. He pray that don't happen, nigga.
Man, that boy that's so pussy, nigga. It ain't even funny, man. Enes Kanter can't talk no shit. I feel Cino. Shout out to Cino for that, man. But look, that dude a pussy. I can't take words from a pussy, especially on the basketball court. I just can't do it, dog. Like you know that's like a dude you don't like. He say something that's smart. It's like, I'm gonna give you the 99%. I give you 99. I ain't finna give you the whole hundo. Shit, hell no.
No, I'm saying he was also trying to talk up for the black community, like if he's black.
Yeah, that's true, but it's like this, Chris. My thing is this: everybody want to talk up for the black community. But when is black people going to actually look at what we need to do? Get our own politicians, create our own parties, create our own schools, like different things we could donate. Like we could create our own stuff, but we don't look at this stuff. We always looking for somebody to come and hand us shit. And it's like LeBron James, yeah, you getting on LeBron James, but LeBron James shouldn't be our leader. He's a fucking athlete. I don't see white people or even Mexicans or different. I mean, I ain't gonna say Mexicans, but Latinos, Latinas. I don't see y'all following athletes. Like, yeah, y'all love Canelo, but you're not looking up to Canelo. You're not looking up to him.
Like role model, like.
You said what?
Yeah, we're not looking for him to be a role model and.
Right. Right, he's not a role model and shit. That's all I'm saying. It's like he's not a role model. You're not looking for him to be a hero. I mean, that's our problem in our community. Like we're following Deontay Wilder. Like we gotta roll with him. I'm like, why you want to roll with him? For what? Oh man, he the black man. He the brother man. And it's like, I don't give a damn if he was the brother man. It's like
they should look up more and like people like entrepreneurs in the black community or Latino who didn't have nothing, no handouts, that just from the bottom. Like, there's a lot of people out there that are just not getting on type of love like that. But you have rappers being highlighted instead to the children.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's like Enes Kanter saying this, oh, well, LeBron, why aren't you doing this for the black community? And I'm like, Enes Kanter, I don't need to follow a fucking athlete. Like, fuck him. I don't follow athletes. I've never followed athletes. I've never looked up to athletes. That's why I'm at where I'm at.
Listen, man, it's just that old saying, man. Those that live in glass houses are not throw stones, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, your government is one of the worst governments we have on the planet and shit.
No, you're right.
With your shit, deal with your shit. You know what I'm saying? And then go talk about some shit that you don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here.
That's how I feel. I mean, that's how I look at it. It's like, who the fuck are you to talk about what this dude need to do? First of all, motherfucker, LeBron's not our hero. He's not. He's somebody they're trying to make our hero, but he's not our hero. He's not a black leader. Who the fuck made him the leader of the blacks? I wasn't there. I wasn't at that town hall meeting. T wasn't there. So,
but that's what I'm saying. He talking about some shit he don't even understand what he's talking about.
Right.
He's just been given some shit to say and shit. And he's saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, fuck out of here, man. Like you becoming in. Chris say he on CNN every week now and shit, talking shit. Fuck out of here, man.
Oh yeah, the crying Negro Network. Yeah, we know about that.
You're right.
Right.
My thing is, you saw him on like last weekend. You were ignoring him. You were trying to hide from him. You got a big issue with him. Do something.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he's just been given a cue card to read or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, his fucking like I said, somebody obviously he's cut a deal.
Oh, T, and I know he cut a deal because last week when I saw he got his citizenship, he said it got moved up quick, the process. I'm like, yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. He's cut a deal because obviously he's trying to get himself naturalized. I'm sure he wants to get his family over here. Because
that's another part of the interview that he was saying that the United States has been like doing a good job. I already talked to my family members. They're about to move over here. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he trying to. Of course, he gonna try and get his peoples over here because, like I said, the last thing he said about Turkey, they threw his pops in jail. They harassed his sister. They harassed his mom and shit. Threw her in jail and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga.
Like, you know how like the United States has like a representative, like a foreign ambassador, like that goes to the country and like negotiate. They sent the person to Turkey already, and they're gonna come back home with them already. It's already been agreed. So I'm like, yeah, he did cut a deal. Like, God.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I'm saying this is why. And then you see, he's got national television. If he's on CNN, he's getting national television time, man. You know what time it is and shit, man. Go along, get along, gang, bro. This shit has got their fingerprints all on it. You know what I'm saying? And fucking yeah, you know what I'm saying. So now they got him talking out of his ass about some shit that he don't even understand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Like, you're not even white, nigga. You Euro, nigga. You really don't know what the fuck is going on over here.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Right. That's what I'm saying, dog. He not.
Not many people know this, and this is the first time I'm actually seeing it live.
Okay.
And I passed my citizenship test, and at the end of this month, I'm actually getting this sworn in and becoming an official American citizen, and I cannot wait.
We're proud to have you. Ennis Cantor, the courage to stand up and speak out against the behemoth, which is China. I appreciate it. I hope.
I'm sorry. He like just sold himself to see.
Nah, you good. I'm laughing with you.
Nah, he got 4 appearances so far. I'm seeing.
Yeah, that shit is ridiculous, man. Fuck out of here, bro.
Right.
I
don't know why his own teammates haven't checked him though.
Because, nigga, he's getting his walk. He's got his walking papers from higher authority and shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
See, this is over. This is bigger than Adam. Damn, I forgot his name. What is it? Silver?
Yeah. Two snaps and a twist.
Yeah. Now
and a circle.
Nah, see, you got the president on your side. Like, this is bigger than basketball. They can't really say shit about us. They can't cut him now. Now they can't cut him.
Right. Yeah. It's like you better not cut him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's got approval to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, the NBA gets money from China and shit, so they don't want to get into a direct conflict with China and shit at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you have the United States on your side, and the NBA is primarily 95% of your teams are in the United States. That's a big conflict of interest. Now you have the United States versus China. Like, god damn.
I mean, but that's the overall picture and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, the NBA can't go head up against China and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they need China's money and shit. They don't want to be in direct conflict. However, America, you know what I'm saying? Like, they try to stop China from expanding anywhere they can and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna fucking speak out against China. The government is gonna speak out against China, nigga, anytime they get a chance to. You know what I'm saying? Because China is a threat.
Yep.
Hey T, so you want to far away from the Pistons?
Ooh, Cantor, yeah, don't bring that bullshit. We playing hoop over here, nigga.
Right.
I ain't got no time for politics, bro.
Right. Right. And don't you know come to the Magic with that shit. We already suck. We don't need you to keep making us suck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Real, man. Like, they don't got time for that bullshit.
Right. Nobody ain't got time for that fugazi ass shit.
Yeah. Fugazi shit, fake ass shit.
Talking about, man, you know, you're not doing nothing for the community. I'm like, then, bitch, what you doing for yours?
Yeah, what you doing for our community, nigga?
Right.
Since you
That's
feel
what I'm
so strongly
saying.
about it.
Right. What are you doing for our community?
Right.
That's what I want to know. I get tired of all these motherfuckers who ain't black try to tell us what the fuck need to be done in our community, but they ain't doing shit.
Yeah, and you know what's fucked up? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Carcino be speaking on this sometimes too. It's like they've fucked our minds up so bad that any black dude that make it and shit, it's automatically his responsibility to fucking fix up the community and shit. And it's like, no, nigga, it's the government's job to do that. That's what they get tax money for. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine from it and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what their job is to build the community, dad. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't no white player going to the NBA have that pressure on them to fix this community and shit. Not one.
Nah, they say, oh, you're a hero for making to the NBA. You did us proud. Our state loves you. But if it's a Latino, black, when are you going to fix the South Central?
Right. Yeah.
Why aren't you donating? You're making all this money and you can't even give $100 to this kid.
Shit, they better be lucky I ain't make it to the league. I'd have been like, you damn right. I ain't buying shit for that motherfucker. Where his parents at?
Right.
Like, where the fuck was y'all was at when I was coming up to get there?
Listen, man, I'm gonna take care of me and mines and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers I choose to help. You can't pick. You can't tell me how I should help you and shit.
Like, millions is a lot of money, but it's not a lot. Like, it's different from being rich and wealth.
Absolutely.
Oh, we know.
Absolutely.
Trust me, we know, but every motherfucker that thinks somebody make it to the next level or something, they think they're supposed to pay their car note, pay for where they're at and shit. And it's like, no.
Yeah, you saw a prime example with Manny Pacquiao. He tried putting on all his people and he had to fight when he was old already just to cover that lifestyle and taking care of 40 people.
Yeah.
And no money anymore.
I mean, that's what kills a lot of athletes and shit. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, you know what I'm saying? They end up taking care of people and shit.
Just
you know what I'm saying?
Mom. Take care of yourself and your mom.
But even that's expensive. Like, to take care of another human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cheap and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you talk about paying a whole nother people's bills and all of that shit. So imagine
you buy her a house.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, nigga, you end up broke quicker than a second.
See, but it only happens within the Latino and black community. If it's a white they won't.
That's because they don't put that. First of all, white folks come from something that's established and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about, you know what I'm saying? In a lot of situations, one black kid that's saving his whole family and shit. Not just the community. I mean, on top of the community, you know, saving his whole family and shit.
Hey, T,
you know
you're so right about this because when I joined the corporate world at my job, these white people are different. Like, they're like, oh, you still live with your parents? At 18 years old, I kicked my son out.
I mean, that happens. That happens everywhere though. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, motherfuckers leave the crib way sooner than 18. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm saying like nigga, they come from something established and shit. Like these motherfuckers, they ain't got that pressure of saving the family and shit by going to the NBA and shit. You know what I'm saying? They can truly treat it as a sport, as a game and shit. You know what I'm saying? And be competitive, and that's all they have to focus on and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They have fun, right? And that's all that matters.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like they can treat it like a real sport. Well, you know what I'm saying? To a nigga that ain't never had shit, you know what I'm saying? That don't come from shit. You know, it's so much more pressure, dog, on the black.
That's why a lot of these young guys in the NBA or any sports, they're not emotionally stable. Like they never had to deal with like real shit because they had to just focus on their craft. So like Benson and shit, like.
Well, Ben Simmons
he was checking on rehab because he was like catered his whole life. Same thing with LeBron. They don't know how to like be how do I say considerate. It's all about themselves. It's all about themselves and me, myself, and I. Like fuck everyone else.
Well, yeah. Let's see, like kids like LeBron. You know, they were scouted since. You know, they were 12, 11, 13 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you talk
brand
about
new Hummer at 14, T. Brand new Hummer.
That's what I'm saying, and I mean, like LeBron is an extra special case and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't let him do shit that really never went done before. Like nigga, I remember how big of a deal, nigga. You know, this nigga games would come on pay-per-view and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like his high school games. Excuse me. His high school games would come on pay-per-view and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you think he wouldn't get who was getting bread off of that shit? Who was getting bread off of that shit? You know what I'm saying?
See, that's something like that serious. Like, we don't get the same treatment as others. But it's our own people sometimes, most of the time, that put us pressure that we gotta do.
No, it's white folks, man. White folks got us fucked up in the head and shit. Yep. And that's why I say, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, it's no reason like a white player can go to the NBA and he don't have all that pressure of fucking, you know what I'm saying, having to save his family, having to save his friends, having to save his community and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's just not the same and shit.
Nah, you saw with Trevor Lawrence. He says, "Oh, I don't really gotta try for football because if this shit don't work out, my parents are rich and I got somewhere.
Yeah, I got somewhere to fall back on and shit."
Same thing with Johnny Manziel. His parents were in the oil industry with like Jerry Jones.
Oh shit! Yeah. Damn.
You said who? Johnny Manziel?
He has connections with Jerry Jones. Like they do business with each other. Like you know how Jerry Jones is in the oil industry,
right?
So is Johnny Manziel. His family, his parents.
Oh, no wonder he been. Yeah, okay, that makes sense now. His parents
are worth $25 million. T.
I believe it. I believe it.
So like you're in your dorm, rich as fuck, and your roommates sharing a slice of pizza and like nothing else.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, you know, it's like fucking, you know, that kind of disparity and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's not fair and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they've made the responsibility, you know what I'm saying, of not only does he have to take care of his family, he has to take care of his community. You know what I'm saying? And that specifically is the government's job. You know what I'm saying? The government is supposed to take care of the community and shit. Make sure the community has all the amenities it needs for it to be a thriving.
Who gets who benefits from that? The government. They want you to think like that because it gets them off the hook.
Exactly. Exactly, and nobody ever questions that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever questions that shit. And it's horrendous if you think about it.
No, that's why I remember calling Brown having a discussion like that with Cena with him. Like, that was good because a lot of people need to hear that.
Yeah, but it's the truth though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the truth, dog. This is, nigga, as a business owner, dog, nigga, we pay so much in taxes, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking.
I know, see, on my accounting, I see the taxes. I know it.
Dog,
I know how much healthcare is. I know how much we gotta pay.
Listen, dog, we are all basically working for the government and shit. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, and on top of that, dog, we still have to deal with shit like high ass gas prices and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Your gas prices are not like us. That's not something I'm proud of, by the way. It sucks.
But see, it's all about cost of living and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is higher out there in fucking California than it is here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's California and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, nigga, that $5 y'all paying is choking us. It's only $3.50 here, but it's choking us like it's $5, nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because the cost of living is just different here.
That's a true fucking story.
Yeah, and the wages over there must be lower.
Exactly.
There's less opportunities. There's less opportunities on that.
Well, it's that the land value is less. You know what I'm saying? Which makes you know what I'm saying? Anything you putting in there, the jobs pay less.
Like, you know, there's plenty of jobs over here. There's plenty of jobs, and there's high paying jobs. Like, it just cost of living is crazy. And that's.
Yep.
No, and that's why there was a statistic that in Los Angeles, more kids are staying with living with their parents because it's more than ever because it's too expensive.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, here, you make $100,000 a year and shit, man. You living pretty, you know, you living very decently and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, $100,000 out there, nigga, is a drop in the bucket and shit.
It's they made a report on it. It's 56,900.
You say what?
It's 56,900. They actually did a report. That's equivalent, like 100,000 in LA is really 56.
Oh, 56,000? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm where I'm at.
See, and they're not making 100,000 because you still got to pay your federal and state tax.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That could be as high as shit 15, 10%. I mean 10, 9, 8% of your income and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I mean, especially once you add all of that shit up, you know what I'm saying? It's really like 15%. You know what I'm saying? Like, like state, federal.
See, and you know what I'm saying? My biggest argument with the fucking government, because I see this shit, is like to buy a house, car, they look at the gross and not what you actually have in your pocket.
Yeah, cash take home and shit.
Nah, that's my biggest fucking grief. I don't understand it, but they told me just shut the fuck up. It's been like that for 40, 50 years or whatever.
Man, what happened, Doug, is that back in the day, nigga, they let the Federal Reserve come in and fucking we traded all our fucking.
Want me to take it a step further? There's one person that opposed it big time and he got killed. And he was the president.
JFK.
Yep, he warned us about it. Bam.
The central having a central bank and shit. You know what I'm saying?
They're the one that really run the fucking United States on the low.
Yep. They control the interest rates. You know what I'm saying?
Why you think they were bailed out?
Exactly. Listen, if Congress had not voted to bail them niggas out, they'd have instilled martial law. We'd have really seen how much power that the Federal Reserve, because what they were going to do, nigga, is call in all the debts and shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? They would have called in all the debts and shit. And see, like, this system is designed to keep your ass in debt and shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But the trick about it is that the American economy itself is in debt. And the only thing that gives the American economy value is that it'll borrow more money and create more debt.
No, in security T, it's 100% or you're getting your return back.
That's the whole thing. Well, yeah, exactly. You can't do that without the security. But also, you know what I'm saying? They won't fucking go for it unless they know you're going to go deeper into debt and shit. Yep. You feel me?
Well, we just as of like last 2 weeks, we just with the new infrastructure bill, we just went into bigger debt now too.
Yeah. Listen, bro. Listen. Like, nigga, it's the cost of everything that goes into printing a dollar bill is worth. You're actually worth more with less money and shit in your pocket and shit.
The public doesn't know this information. Like I see it firsthand because of my job, but it makes me worry and plan out for the next couple of years. Fuck.
You said what? See, the less money you got in your pocket, the more worth you are.
Yeah, because like dog, like the currency is like worth nothing at all. Shit.
Like they just asked Biden, you guys are running out of like dollars, like money. You're like, oh, there's no issue. We're just gonna create.
They've been talking about this for 4 years now. How the America's about to like seriously run out of money and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they just gonna
think of it like HT. Just think of it like this. Hey, see how I explain it to people, like just to make it easy. Just think of a pizza, and you just keep cutting it into slices and slices. Like it's still one pizza, right? But now you got a smaller slice, and that's essentially what they're doing.
Wow.
So now your pizza slice is less valuable because it's that small.
Wow.
Yep. That's the currency.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Because it's not backed by anything other than the promise to create more debt.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
It's backed by gold, but we don't even have that much gold reserves.
No, there's no. That's the whole thing about the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve took all the gold and shit. They have all the gold. You know what I'm saying? We traded our gold for them to print up money and shit. You know what I'm saying? At a irresponsible level and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why they control how much. Like they control how much money goes out into the system. You know what I'm saying? In and out of the system.
And that's why the feds are about to shut down this cryptocurrency because people are making a lot.
They try because they don't want it to get out of hand. Yeah, they can't control. Yeah, it kind of is. You know what I'm saying? And they can't control it.
That was my big.
So you're right. They about to make laws on that shit. Crypto laws are probably coming next, very soon.
No, yeah, because when I did my taxes in last year, and my tax lady didn't even know what cryptocurrency. I'm like, God damn. So they had a little section like if you invest in crypto.
How much they taxing the crypto? How much are they taxing the cryptocurrency for?
Oh, just same as capital gains. It's 20% if you sold it within a year, or it's up to 33% of your personal income if it's less than a year you sold it. Yeah, it's a lot. And Biden wants to raise it. He wants to raise it to 40%.
That's old man. Government always want they cut.
They already got it cut. Like God.
Listen, man, they be wanting they cuts, nigga.
My portfolio was looking good with him, but Biden, I can't say the same.
Yeah, but shit, nigga. I mean, shit. That 30%, that's a killer and shit, man.
Yeah. No, but that's only short term. It's if you buy something and then you sell, you flip it right away.
Right. You said under a year, right?
Yeah. Because that's considered short term.
Right. So long term.
Anything over a year. Anything over.
Yeah. Okay, got you.
And it's 15 to 20% based on the amount. Yeah, that's 15 or 20% capital gains tax.
Listen, nigga, you don't pay them bitches, you go to jail and shit. You know what I'm saying?
This is like, you're better off selling crack than trying to avoid paying Uncle Sam for crypto or investing in stocks because it's so regulated that they fucking know that.
Listen, and the funny thing is, there is no actual law, nigga, that says you have to pay taxes and shit. You know what I'm saying? But fucking, if you don't pay taxes, nigga, they throw your ass in jail, nigga.
Yep. With the quickness.
With the quickness, my nigga. They gonna throw your ass in jail, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember it was a bunch of, like, I used to follow this one chick, man, this one older lady, nigga, named Shirley Jackson and shit, black lady and shit. Okay. Nigga, she was way back in the day, like 2007, 2008 on YouTube and shit, and she be talking about how she don't pay taxes and shit. Like, and like, she might have been good with it if she wasn't on YouTube and shit and telling everybody and shit.
Oh,
but
man,
nigga, she was on YouTube talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? Telling motherfuckers like, nigga, just don't pay fucking taxes and shit.
Well, see, there's a lot of rich people that don't pay taxes, but there's a certain way to maneuver it that obviously.
No, but she just wasn't paying her fucking taxes and shit. Like, fuck that shit. She wasn't filing none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they were just like what they do. You file an exemption or.
Like, yeah, she kept trying to file exemptions and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you'll be surprised like how many garnishments I received on a week, and it says 2014 garnishment for 4,000. I'm like, God damn. So that's part of a county. You got to get garnishment, taxes, all that.
Listen, ask Wesley, nigga. Wesley Snipes, nigga. They don't play that shit.
See, and I feel bad because Christmas is coming up, and I got to what the government wants, but it's your fault.
It's your fault. You know what I'm saying? And fucking like, yeah, they don't, you know, they wanna keep motherfucking, they wanna keep a track on all this cash to cash, you know, hand to cash exchanges of money and shit. They want everybody to get, you know, they trying to get out this money.
Or you haven't made a video on that because that's kind of scary.
I think you have.
Or more.
I made a video on it. It was different how I made it, but it's the same premise.
Yeah, where you know they're trying to, you know, they've been trying to figure out a way to get rid of the money system and shit, and have everything just on computer and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, they've been trying. You know, I pretty much feel at some point, you know what I'm saying, like with the vaccine, it's gonna come to that and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
luckily I'm investing.
Well, people. You said what on Chris?
No, I said luckily I'm investing. I just need to find which one the government's going to use because that's the one that's going to be worth something.
Well, it's just, you know, they don't want any more fucking cash, hand to cash. They want to be able to track in every transaction you make, period, and shit.
Yeah, see, if you have $600,
because they want to fucking cut it.
I'll track you. They have the right to. That's what they're pushing.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you know, if you take the money out the system and shit, the ability to track and tax money, you know, tax transactions becomes easier and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's what they want to get to and shit, because they want they want every little piece they can get. You know what I'm saying? Because this motherfucker going broke and shit.
The government was trying to do implement a law with Cash App, like. If it's $20 or more transactions, they want to be able to track it now, and you have the right to. I'm like, God damn.
Listen, and you know, I really feel like this whole China thing is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
man, you know
China already owns like, nigga, 70% of America's debt and shit already.
So you're talking about like the bank, one of the biggest bank defaulted like recently? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about like they're trying to beef up this whole drama with China and shit, you know what I'm saying, threatening war, and you know what I'm saying, trying to drum up the war drums and shit for China and shit, you know what I'm saying, when the war is already over and shit. They own like 70% of our debt and shit. You know what I'm saying? They own 70% of our bonds and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's like straight up like the need for war, like physical combat is dead now. It's all
exactly. So in the financial war,
they own all Hollywood. China owns all of Hollywood.
I'm saying it's not just Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like here, and there have been foreign investors that have been here in Detroit since like 2011, 12, buying up all the downtown property and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, You know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, you know what I'm saying? Like, they own 70% of our bonds and shit.
You know want to know how they get control? So they invest, right, and they own, and then they generate a lot of income that goes to their country, and then they become lobbyists to our government, and they, if you're a lobbyist and you pay to politicians this amount of money to pass up laws for you that's going to benefit China, China ends up winning, and they didn't have to do shit, but just.
Well, they're not going to interfere as long as they get their money and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, there is no war and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, if there's a war, the war's already been lost because they own us financially and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, there, you know what I'm saying? There is no war. They already own this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So
was the day we stopped being a manufacturing country.
Yep.
And then we're depending on others.
That's always what the idea was and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
I don't know if you've seen the news, like, and like nationally about like these cargo ships like in the beaches, like from if you've seen like in the LA one, like it's a city called Long Beach that Snoop Dogg raps about it. But my office building is like right there, and I can see the port, and I can see 150 cargo ships just stacked up.
Yep, and it's like that at every port. You know what I'm saying? Because they had an outbreak over in China and shit at one of their major shipping ports and shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And fucking it had everything backed up for like months and shit. You know what I'm saying? For like 6 months. It was like at the biggest manufacturing, at the biggest shipping yard in China and shit. It was just like the Suez Canal and shit. You know what I'm saying? The Suez Canal and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, but like for businesses, like there's no reason for you to do business in the United States when you could go to Mexico, other places, and costs are way cheaper. Like, didn't Ford go to Mexico? There was a big from Detroit.
Yeah, all the car companies got plants down in Mexico and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they do that because they can save on labor and shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to fucking pay people to do a job for $15, $20 an hour that they can pay $5 and $10 an hour for doing the same job.
Back to the government, don't they? Taxes.
Well, this is a free market economy and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, you can't nobody tell you how to run your business and shit. You know what I'm saying? So all this shit is for the bottom line and shit, but nobody's thinking about how it's costing Americans and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole financial game that they're playing and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot of people that can suffer off of this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that will suffer from this shit when it goes south.
And I think it's next year that it goes south. I think we're hitting an economic recession next year. Yeah,
we've been in the economic recession since like 2008. Yep. 2009. It's still like we still have and even before then, really like since like 2001, we really haven't recovered financially since the 90s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 90s, dog, everything was so different and shit, dog. Like fucking, I just remember like even down to like the weed, dog. Like I used to buy like the biggest dime bags ever. Like dime bags were like 20s and shit back then and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just totally different and shit. The economy was way different.
Yeah, that's what my parents told me that.
You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, it was so easy. It was so much easier.
You don't have to go to college to make a good living. You could just.
That's what I'm saying. It was so much easier to make money back then and shit.
And my parents told me the jobs were like just because my dad came here at 14 from Mexico, no education. He got a decent job and worked his way up. And we don't have that luxury anymore. Like shit was cheap back then. If you're
shit, the hustle
$30,000 was a lot of money in the early 2000s. That's crazy. $30,000.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're rich, but like you're decent.
No, you can take care of yourself. That's how it used to be and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
And see, and that's when I think there's a conspiracy that the government started catching wind that a lot of people have are living kind of good and have money, let's raise the fucking tax and shit, and boom, shit went to hit the fan.
Well, I mean, that's just part of the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like inflation and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like inflation is higher than the wage is and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's worse now. Now they're calling it hyperinflation because it's going skyrocketing now. Like chicken wings, for example, went up crazy. Price of meat in general.
See, that's all because of this fucking shortage and shit. See, motherfuckers don't realize how much shit we get from China and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, recently, a Dollar Tree, like a couple of days ago, just announced everything's $1.25 now.
Wait, say what now?
Dollar Tree, you know how they have night? I don't know. You have Dollar Trees, right? Like,
yeah.
They just announced everything's $1.25 minimum now.
Wow, and it's funny you say that because,
China, by the way, most of it.
I was just about to say, y'all got a Dollar General there?
No, it's 99-cent store and Dollar Tree are the corporate ones. We had a couple of Dollar Generals, but like they kind of went out.
Okay, well they got Dollar Generals up here, yeah, and they struggling. They can't even keep product in the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they, like these dollar stores and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They getting a bunch of their shit from China, bro.
Well, it's stuck in the port, so they can't get it right now.
Right.
Estimated time arrival is 3 to 4 months.
It's crazy, bro. The backup is crazy and shit. They had a COVID outbreak there, and they shut the canal down for like fucking like 3 months and shit, dog. This is like, nigga, this is their biggest canal, dog, and they had to shut it down for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like
those 3 months that gets affected, it affects the whole year basically.
Oh, you're fucked for the rest of the year. They'll never catch up, bro. Really. You know what I'm saying? And see, like, another thing is like, see, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that does make it over here, you got to be very careful with because it's being sitting in the container for like 6 months.
Yeah.
So think about that. You know what I'm saying?
I know these conversations people don't like having.
Listen, bro, but it's real though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I'm lucky. I'm happy I chose my profession. I get to teach others about finance and business and how to prepare and how to save and how to protect yourself. Because, like, the white people I talked to, they told me, "Oh, we had accounting classes in high school." I'm like, I didn't have that fucking shit. They didn't teach us how to save. They didn't teach us proper etiquette. They just teaching us geometry and shit. Like, our school system was so bad compared to theirs.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have a one to understand. That's what I don't be understanding about some motherfuckers and shit because it's like, you know what I'm saying? I just absorb information and shit. You feel me? I've always been like that. I've always been curious enough to go research something and look into something, you know what I'm saying, and try and get an understanding of it and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking like that's just the curiosity of life that I don't know if a lot of motherfuckers have that shit, dog, and I don't be understanding that shit.
Nah, they don't have it. They just, it's kind of like how I feel about like people just accepting what the government wants them to do instead of fighting back, and they're just so used to like the government taking care of them, like instead of like learning how you could take care of yourself.
But it's like, look how the government is taking care of you though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you
getting us used to like accepting stimulus while they get paid out millions, and we're gonna hit them back with increasing prices in gas and all this, and they're gonna get hit. But hey, you got $3,200 in stimulus money.
Nigga, that you went and blew on Jordans and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you that. I went to Walmart and I went to all these stores and all the TVs were gone. People have new Mustangs. They can.
Yeah, that like here that was a real problem over the summer here and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers stole all that stimulus money and shit and went and bought these fast cars that they can't fucking drive and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got these motherfuckers out here flipping cars and shit. Just dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? Dumb fucking shit. and it was like that all summer. It was like that all summer, dad. Niggas, man, I tell you.
Now that when I look back at it, I'm like, damn, that was some crazy ass couple months with like the government assistance. Because I was still working. I'm like, I didn't have the benefit of doing that, but there was people making the most money they ever had every month consistently. Check.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like shit, that's a lot. That's a big reason why a lot of people didn't come back to work because the government was paying.
They still don't.
Yeah, the government was paying them more to stay their ass at home and shit.
Talking about HR, they said all you had to do was like show intent of trying to get a job, and they could get extended another year and a half.
Yeah, but it ain't the same benefits and shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, like I say, you know what I'm saying? Like shit. I saw one motherfucker die, like his checks was like damn, it was like over $1,000 a week and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers was getting paid to sit at home and shit.
I wish I had the luxury. God.
I did too. I was off for a second and shit, but mine wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And the fucking couple little dollars that I did get, dog, I put that shit up.
I'm the type of person that like I don't think I could last that much time without working. Like, I need to go to work.
Yeah, that's real.
What am I do? Play PS5 all day? Like, god damn.
Nigga, that was cool for like a week and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, like a lot of people they deal with emotional shit because you're basically in lockdown. Like you're in house arrest. You're just at home ordering Uber Eats, Amazon.
Shit, I wasn't even doing that. I was cooking and shit. Or I had my homegirl come over. Somebody was gonna cook for the night and shit. I didn't eat no fast food that whole time and shit.
Nah, T, and that's one thing I do kind of miss is like, you know, LA traffic's bad, but I was getting to work in 10 minutes, which would take me 4 years.
Right. And now traffic is insane again, I'm sure.
Not as much, because there's still people that don't want to work, but I'm telling you, I was getting to work in 10 minutes, like. And I wasn't even going fast. I was just going the normal speed limit. And I'm like, dog, there's no cops. There's nobody. Like,
right. And the trip that would usually take you, what, an hour and a half or something like that?
Nah, just to go 13 miles. Like, it would take 45 minutes. I'm like, that's only 13 miles.
Oh, nigga, I would kill somebody, bro. I could not sit in traffic.
Me neither.
Nah, it's worse if you're in a certain part of LA, like the Hollywood area. That's why I don't even want to work in that area because it's too much traffic. Let me stay in my area, in Orange County.
Man,
traffic is so bad. But yeah, when I tell people, oh, it's only 12 miles, I'm like, yeah, 12 miles is half an hour minimum.
Yeah, I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
It was a fun 4 months. Dude. I'm like, man, it was like literally I could wake up like 10 minutes before work and just.
Yeah, that's the shit though.
I'm like, I could go all around LA in half an hour. Like literally, I go from here to Staples to Hollywood and come back like nothing.
So you could actually roll out for the night.
All right.
No, I'm sorry. I can't sit in no damn traffic.
Nah. Dog, I know traffic, bro.
HD, let it just sprinkle in LA, HD, and people don't know how to act. Like they drive even slower. Like, oh my god, we're so scared of rain.
Oh man.
Man, it snowed for the first day here, man. Motherfuckers lost their mind. They do this every year and shit. The first day it snows, nigga, it's like people forget how to drive in the snow, nigga. You see like 5 accidents, nigga. I saw 5 accidents on my way home and shit. It's like, man, y'all niggas forget how to fuck.
I don't know how to drive in the snow. I mean, I never had snow.
Yeah, you never had to do that shit, yeah. I remember when I was in New Orleans and shit, like it had like a light dusting, like a half an inch of snow, nigga, the whole city shut down. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's But when I was in New York, the taxi driver was pouring like with that tropical storm and hauling at 67, 70 miles an hour. Like, damn, that shit would have happened in LA.
Man. Yeah, Dad. Get ready for these winter months and shit, man. I hope
See,
this
we
shit.
don't even have winter. Like yesterday was 80 degrees.
Yeah, y'all niggas don't get winter out there. It's all palm trees and shit all day.
Man, fuck that. We do, man. We be getting hailstorms sometimes and it snow.
I love the rain. Fuck.
It snows in El Paso?
Yeah, nigga.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that too, HC. I thought it was just.
I'm very surprised to hear that.
I'm not. I had to experience that bullshit.
It ain't fun.
Hell no, this shit ain't fun. I don't know how y'all deal with that shit.
Oh yeah, even on the Michigan team, the snow was barely like started pouring in. Like, I'm like, oh, if it starts pouring harder, they're gonna cancel the game.
Nah, well, you know, generally they don't fucking cancel the game for rain or snow and shit.
Right.
It's got to be real bad for them to cancel the game off snow and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Tell them, T.
T, let that shit happen in LA. Work off out for 2 weeks.
Oh, nigga, like, bro, if it snows in California, nigga, they gonna shut the whole month down. Like, nigga, like the pollution has gotten out of hand.
Just when it rains, they said that the jobs be like, oh, it's okay if you get here an hour and a half late. Just get here in time. Like, get here safe. Like, it's just sprinkling. Like, it's not a big deal.
Shit, not for us. Not for us. If that shit sprinkling and raining hard, they're gonna be like, well, we'll see you at 9:15.
Right.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, shit. When it snows hard, it just means you just add an extra half an hour to your drive and leave an hour or half an hour earlier and shit.
What, 20 miles an hour? Or?
You say what?
Why? Because the speed is just bumper to bumper?
I mean, like, you don't want to, you know, it snows, so you don't want to drive fast and be driving all crazy over that shit, trying to race and shit.
Right.
You're going like 20 or 30 miles.
Oh, yeah. If it's bad enough, yeah, you go like 20, 30, 40 miles an hour and shit. You know what I'm saying?
The wheels, you lose control, right? Like, and it gets slippery. And
well, yeah, absolutely. You know, but you know, like you just get used to driving on that shit. Your car just drives differently and shit when it's on the snow and shit. Like, fucking that shit'll be, you know, it'll be under your tires, so you're not driving on the road and shit necessarily, but
it comes in handy if you have a truck, right? But these people with the BMW, with the Mustangs that you were mentioning.
Oh, like, them niggas better put their shits up for the winter, bro. They get on some of that snow, nigga. All they gonna do is spin out. You see, like, them kind of cars, like, they're real drive cars and shit. Nigga, them shits will go nowhere in snow, nigga. Them shits just spin. That's it. So you gotta make sure you got a car with 4-wheel drive. Otherwise, or front-wheel drive and shit. Otherwise, you stuck in the snow all the time.
That's real stuff.
Personally, I be wanting the motherfuckers to drive so I can see some spin outs when I'm in my truck. Just laughing at them dumbasses. Like, y'all dumb motherfuckers. I be in that bitch looking at them. I be like, did they run into me? They can run into me, dog. They gonna hurt more than me. I'm in the truck. My truck shit
straight. Big brown motherfucker if you want to.
Right. I look at their ass like this.
I'm straight, nigga. How you? Oh man.
Hey, Balls, I think they did. Yep, they tried to they tried to spin into my ass. Yep, couldn't make it.
Listen, that big brown motherfucker dog will fuck some shit up.
Fuck some shit up, bro. It'll fuck your life up. Like, you better make sure your ass go another direction. Don't come our way.
Oh, nigga, you gonna regret that shit for sure.
Yeah. Talking about funny till they hit me. I'm like, no, it's still funny if they hit me because they shit fucked up. not my fault,
man.
but shit, that's they bad. Not my fault. They can't drive.
And that's what it be, man. Motherfuckers can't drive and shit, man.
I be looking at their ass like, man, dog. Well, hear the bullshit.
Like, man, if this ain't your like first, second, third, fourth like winter driving and shit, like it ain't no excuse and shit. Like it's not like you can't drive on the fucking snow and shit, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta fucking control your fucking car instead of just pounding on the accelerator and shit. That shit like the fuck.
I'm sorry, T, but it doesn't work, man. They're not that bright.
Man. Shit's annoying, dad.
Nah, that shit's funny. Well, if you're in a regular car, it's fucked up, but I'm in a big truck.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if I'm on my shit, that's fucked up.
Yeah, like I'd be like, yeah, T, that's fucked up for your shit. But me, it's just another day, man. I'm like your boy on what your boy Raw Julius said on Street Fighter. It was just another Tuesday, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Fucking winter, dog. I hope this shit blow right by, dog. Hopefully it'll be Christmas soon.
You gotta go to work, T?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yep. Sure do.
What time you gotta be there?
11.
Fuck.
That's late for me and shit. I'm chilling.
I feel you. Yeah, I'm gonna be on all day football and shit. Like, damn, man, they fucked T up today.
Man, fuck it, man. Pays the bills.
Yeah, gotta get your bread.
Absolutely.
Hey, see, but UPS don't got you going crazy right now because of the holidays?
Got me going crazy? Yeah, they got us going crazy, but I'm good. I'm getting paid triple on the holiday pay.
That's dope.
Oh, that's just going to the house fund?
Yep. I told you, man, trying to get this crib, man. Trying to get the fuck up out of here. I'm done renting from people.
I heard that.
I'm tired of the shit.
Yeah, it's going to be a really proud moment when you have your own house.
What is it? Motherfucker, I'm celebrating.
No, I'm just watching you build it up, like, from the moment you bought it, like your own shit.
Yeah, man, shit is... It take time and shit, and you just every day just try to make sure you don't fuck up on this and that. You know, you have some setbacks, but fuck it. Once you get your own shit, you can do whatever to it. You can fix it up how you want. You ain't gotta listen to that bullshit from people.
Yeah, it's your property. It's your fucking...
Yeah.
Right, it's your shit. And you got an investment, you know what I'm saying? So, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Flip that shit, you know what I'm saying? Get something better and shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, especially in Texas, it's your own fucking land.
Mm-hmm. That's correct, man. I love it, man.
Yeah, I've been thinking about moving too and shit. Fucking, I just shit. You know, it just got to a point like, nigga, when I moved from my crib and shit, you know what I'm saying? I sold a bunch of my shit and fucking just kind of downsized everything and shit. But now everything's building back up and shit.
Yep.
So I don't got a lot of room for a bunch of shit no more. So it's like, man, I need to. But man, you know, I be thinking about fucking. Like, you see, especially during now winter, and I hated fucking having to shovel my driveway and fucking, I hated that shit.
That shit sound bad.
Oh my God, dog. And it was like, man, when I was a kid and shit, dog, I would be so happy to go and shovel people's snow for like $20 and shit.
Right.
Where are all the fucking kids doing this shit? Why the fuck am I would love to pay some young kid and his homies $20, $30 to come do
Man,
that
them motherfuckers lazy now,
Hey,
man.
see, they're playing PlayStation right now.
They
See?
lazy, dog. They don't do that shit now, man.
See, they're playing Fortnite and shit.
Right, they on Fortnite and all that bullshit. For real, dog,
Hey,
shit.
See, I bet you they can make like $100 off a couple people.
Hell yeah, easy money, dog.
I'm gonna get $20 from T. I'm gonna get $20 from this neighbor. I'm gonna get $20 from him.
Oh, nigga, we used to just do that shit for fun. Shovel the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Everybody give us like $10 a piece and shit of, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, nigga. Nigga, we have money for all kind of shit.
You go to the mall and you have your outfit for school ready, like.
Man, listen, dog, that shit used to be. And then you know when you kids and shit, dog, it was just like playing and shit. We was playing in the snow. You know what I'm saying? More than anything and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's up with these kids.
In Florida, we used to rake up leaves and all that shit because it be falling down and all that, picking up oranges and shit. Man, that's bread, dog. Like, it don't matter if you in the cold. These motherfuckers now don't even care for that shit. They be like, do what? That is beneath me, nigga.
Right. I don't need to do anything. Just give me.
Right. Give me this shit. It's like, give me. What the fuck is a gimme?
Right.
Shit crazy. Like, and then my sister be talking about, well, you was spoiled. I'm like, yeah, I was spoiled, but I still had responsibilities, motherfucker. I wasn't sitting around the house like, give me this and give me that.
Yeah. My folks wouldn't hear of it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, my come from, well, at least my pops and shit, like, nigga, he wasn't buying no fucking $100 gym shoes and shit like that. I had to do that shit myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he just wasn't buying it and shit. Like, nah, nigga, what you need all of that? Somebody rob you and shit? Nah. I ain't buying that shit for you.
No, that's the truth. Like, I used to get, like, my peoples, they would buy for me, but they would buy me some Jordans or something, you know what I'm saying? But then I would scuff them motherfuckers up. I'd be like, man, I'm finna get these Batmans or some regular Filas or something. I'm straight, dog, because that shit be costing too much. And then motherfuckers be having to keep up their shoe. They be all like, man, I gotta make sure my shit nice. I'm like, man, fuck all that. I'll just go buy like 10 pair of them bitches. The same price as Jordans. I'll just buy 10 pair of them hoes.
Man, you sound just like my pops, dad. He'd be like I remember when I was a kid, he used to take me to the store and shit, dad, for school shopping and shit. And this nigga be like, the first thing I want to do, go run over to all the Gastronomica and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, all right, now look. You got, it was like $100 or whatever it was and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, you can go over here and you know what I'm saying? You can buy you like two $25 shirts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 2 pair of jeans and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can go over here, go to the Levi's and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking buy you 7 pairs of shirts and jeans and shit and have some money left over and shit. You know what I'm saying? What you want to do?
Yep.
Like, nigga, I'm going for the designer shit. Are you kidding me?
Right. No, but see that.
Like a Marshalls or Ross?
But see that.
You said what?
What'd you say, Chris? My bad.
Did you guys back then have like a Marshalls or Ross?
Oh yeah, well, we had Marshalls and TJ Maxx. That was the other one.
Yeah,
that was like
Marshalls. That shit was looked down upon. Like, only poor people shop there. But when my parents would take me there, like, you have $50. This is all your outfit for school for the whole year.
I mean, how my stuff.
Like 10 shirts and.
Oh my bad. Go ahead, Chris. What else you were saying?
No, I was feeling like a king. Like, oh my god, I'm getting like these. I had like 5 graphic tees and I got a couple of dress shirts and some jeans. I'm like, damn.
Right. No, but me, man, it's like I looked at it like that and shit, cause my mom, she had her own business. My dad was a pastor, so you know what I'm saying. I was taught like different things, like how to save and shit. And it's like I was a kid, I just never liked that designer shit. You know what I'm saying? You would think you would, cause I had money. Like we had money, we weren't rich, but we were blessed. We were middle class Americans, but. I didn't like all that shit, dog. I didn't like all that flashy shit. I just liked some shit that looked good. It was alright. If that shit was like $5, $8, I'm gonna make that bitch work. Like that's how I was. I ain't want none of that shit. Like I like the jabos and shit, all that. I used to get that from motherfucking street vendors, motherfuckers on the street. Like that shit be like $200 in the store. Get that bitch for 50 or 60 and shit.
Yeah, from the booster and
right,
shit.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker had to motherfucker get the Jordan some shit, dog. The shit was fake as fuck, but hey, I sported them bitches like they was real, man. I mean, I was saving money, bro. Like I ain't had no money to be buying like $200 sneakers, $300 and shit. You know, I ain't had time for that shit.
Know, when you a kid and shit, you don't got like rent and shit like that to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I had to spend my money on. This shit
no,
was
as a kid, nigga, I ain't buy shit like that, bro. I was old as fuck. Yeah. I was like old Nicholas Jacobs and shit.
Listen, I didn't really understand how to work that shit until I got to be a little bit grown and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How to really make that shit work and shit.
Yeah, but that's straight though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you stunning everything. Like everybody around me stunning and shit. They just be like, man, HD, you old as fuck, man. You don't be buying no designer shit. Like, what the fuck going on? They used to rob my ass, but I'd be like, shit, I'm straight. I had some extra money to go here, go that to play the video games, the arcade. I'd be good and shit. So I thought about other shit I could put the money into.
Absolutely. I do be wishing I didn't spend so much money, but it's like you know.
You don't, nigga. No, you don't, nigga.
I mean, but like. You know what I'm saying? But because the nigga used to work hard for them shits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a job and shit like that. Or I would do different things to make money and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I could buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But see, like, nigga, when a nigga started having real bills and shit to pay, then that's stop. Like you're forced to learn about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I still need to look fly and shit, but I just can't do it at the baller status and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Your ass, you dress fly and shit, you'll attract the chick. You feel me? No matter what the name on it or what ain't. That's just about it's about your inner pimp. That's how I look at it.
Exactly.
Shit, you saw that motherfucker on Harlem Nights was like, he had bras on his arm. Like, man, chilling.
Yeah. That's real. Nigga, you gotta realize, nigga, that you make the clothes. The clothes don't make you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, period.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I look at it, shit. Damn, man, I thought Uncle Frank was gonna come through by now. That motherfucker said, I'm out.
I didn't even, was he in the chat? Oh, he was in the chat for a second, wasn't he?
Yeah, he came in the chat, chopped it up with us. I hollered at him a little bit the other day. That motherfucker's so funny. That's my dog. Uncle Frank, my dog.
Yeah.
He's so damn funny, dog. He be having me rolling.
Yeah, Uncle Frank's stupid now.
Especially when you talk about Nick Jacobs, man. Nick Jacobs be like, yeah, man, whatever, man. I'll be like, oh, man, leave Nick alone, man. Nick like, he done. Nick like, I'm done with the jokes, man. I'm going to start swinging, dog.
That's all right. Swing on, my nigga.
Yeah, swing on.
That's gonna be even more funny.
Yeah, it is. It is. Cause you thinking how I'm thinking. Well, swing this, swing on, nigga. Man, I can't F with you, T. You dumb as hell, yo. That nigga is dumb, bro. He got me crying over here. Like, you gon' sway, nigga, sway on. Man, dog. Oh my goodness, that shit is too funny, yo.
Like I say, now you don't really get funny till somebody get mad and shit.
You mad or you big mad?
Oh boy.
Oh man. Our damn trip gonna be so crazy.
Oh my God, dog.
Man, it's gonna be crazy, boy.
Nigga,
Yeah,
funny, nigga.
Oh
Boy,
my
oh
goodness.
boy.
Oh my goodness, man. I can't mess with y'all, man. Y'all too funny. You and Uncle Frank, man, between both of y'all, I don't even know. Oh, and then Mr. KC too? Oh, I forgot that nigga funny too.
Hey, man, everybody had their moments, nigga. Y'all ass be funny too, nigga.
Hey, man, don't put that on me, man. Don't put that evil on me, all right, nigga? They like, HD, we heard you funny. No, you didn't, nigga. No, you didn't. Y'all ain't throwing no tomato at my ass tonight, nigga. Hell no.
Like, nigga, nah, you go to Joe Pesci route and shit, like, funny like how? No, HD, I'm just saying, you was funny.
Funny like what?
I'm here to entertain you. I'm here to amuse you, nigga.
Man, that shit was hilarious. I'm finna watch that movie, dog. That was on Casino, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
That was Casino, man. I gotta watch that bitch. Oh, man, that motherfucker's stupid.
I think he kicked himself out for laughing too much.
Yeah, I know he did. T was laughing and got kicked out. Saying, oh,
shit. Adios, nigga.
Adios, nigga. That motherfucker said, funny. Funny like how? Man, bro. Oh my goodness, man. That shit is funny, dog. That shit is past
Am I here
funny.
for your entertainment?
Right.
Do I abuse you?
Right.
Nah, I'm just saying, HD.
That nigga said, nah, HD, I'm just saying. Nigga, you funny. Well, I don't think I'm funny, nigga. I think I'm fucking hysterical, nigga. So get the fuck away from me.
And leave all that funny business at the door,
right,
nigga.
right. We ain't do. We don't fuck with y'all like that. Taking me cool and shit. Like the one dude who tried to come in there and go off on y'all LB. Man, hold on, dog. LB the homie before y'all. Y'all gotta chill.
Oh yeah. You talking about my man from he from San Diego too.
Everybody from San Diego bipolar. I think it's a Southern Cali thing, dog. It's just, man. It just rubs off on everybody.
It was like, you gotta chill. Don't go in on LB and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill out, man.
Right. Exactly, man. You already know.
Yeah. New niggas trying to cut up and shit.
You're not talking about Cisco, right?
Nah, it was the other. He be in there all the time now and shit. He got a little bit of familiarity now and shit, but like, nigga, the night he tried to go off on LB, that was like the first time I'd ever even been in the chat with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? was just like,
Nah,
hold
see,
on.
I'm saying to chill because be using the N word. I'm like, dog, YouTube be tripping about that.
You say that again?
No, you be using the N word like every freaking sentence, and Cino be telling him, like, chill, we can't say that at YouTube, like.
Yeah, like.
And then he'll follow up like, oh my bad, Cino, and then word, and I'm like, dog, he just told you. No, he was going at it with Nick the other day too. You know.
For real, I missed that one.
No, wait, wasn't he? Was it with you too? Like who? No, this is my bad.
I never been into it with that kid and shit.
I'm talking about the one Cino's friend. I'm mistaking him. Like he was saying.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a different dude. That was a different dude. Nah. Nah, he never got out of pocket and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was cool, even though he was just saying some ludicrous things and shit.
Yeah, right.
Saying he didn't get out of pocket though. The other nigga, he got out of pocket for a quick
You don't understand
second.
how funny my drive was from work to the gym, like to the house, listening to that stream.
Oh, that nigga died was hilarious.
You said
that nigga was hilarious, dog. Like, oh my god.
He was saying LeBron, like top player.
Yeah.
But his Lakers, certain players were higher than him, but he was making the argument for LeBron. So I'm like, you're just contradicting your own self. And he's like,
listen, the nigga was a LA Laker fan, a Chicago Cubs fan, Dallas Cowboys fan, and a Miami Hurricane fan. That is the most.
I almost spilled my drink because on the planet. Like, oh, what year was it?
Listen, dog, because that was like the team. That was like the year when all them teams was good and shit. 1988. Like the Canes was rolling and shit. Fucking the the Lakers was rolling and shit. The Cowboys was rolling.
Right. Right.
No, yeah, he says Cowboys too, and Yankees. I'm like, oh shit.
And he's a Cubs fan and shit. That the nigga's all over the place.
He's a Cubs fan.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who you talking about. Y'all talking about that one nigga. I know who you talking about.
Yeah, the nigga.
I know who you talking about.
Like, go.
Oh,
oh man.
Oh man.
At first I thought he was just all like pro Lakers, and then he started revealing shit. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, because he was trying to talk shit about the Lions, so I started talking shit about the Rams. He like, man, I don't even like the Rams. I'm like, oh. And that's when he came with the Cowboy. And it was like, man, you was better off sticking with the Rams than the Cowgirls.
Right. I would have stuck with the Rams. I'd have said I'm with the Rams. Nigga, fuck all that.
Like, I'm a roast them Cowboys, my nigga.
Right.
As soon as he said that, you're like, oh, that's even worse, dog. And then listen.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, I'm a roast them Cowboys, nigga.
He had more help.
Listen, dad, this nigga said he said LeBron is the greatest of all time, but the best Laker is a tie between Kobe and Magic Johnson and shit.
Then he ain't a real Lakers fan. Ain't no Laker fan got LeBron as the greatest of all time. They either got Magic, Kareem, or Kobe. Or Will.
That's what I'm saying, dog. What are you saying, bro?
We can't even have that discussion because LeBron don't have enough years to even qualify to be in that discussion.
No, but Chris, look at your avatar. You got Kobe right there. Every Laker fan, my brother Kraken, he loved the Lakers. Growing up, he loved the motherfuckers. His guy's Magic. Every Laker guy, their favorite player, his favorite player, the best player he said is Wilt, which was a Laker and a Warrior and a Sixer. But the Lakers, he did his thing with them too. So he got Wilt or Magic as the best. And he got Kobe in that discussion. He's a Laker guy. Laker people don't pick no other motherfuckers. If they do, then, nigga, what's the point of you wearing the purple and gold? Y'all got more winners on y'all franchise than any other organization. Like the Bulls only got Jordan. That's it.
Yeah.
Like y'all motherfuckers got 5 people that was better than all of that shit. That's just me personally.
Because like Kobe, I grew up on him, whereas Magic, I had to watch replays on him.
No, but I'm saying you a Laker fan. That's what I'm saying. It's like you ain't gonna put no damn LeBron as the greatest player ever. That's stupid.
No, I can't because of the Olympics, and every time they would go head to head, LeBron would shy off the moment. Kobe would defend him, and he would score on him, but LeBron didn't want to do it. He would defer.
Right.
Kobe wanted to take the challenge, just like how he did with Jordan, and he didn't want to.
Right. It's just like that's what I'm saying about that dude Carlos. It's like I know you're not a true fan because ain't no motherfucker gonna put LeBron as the greatest ever, and how he's probably older than all of us.
I don't know what that guy had. I don't know how you could disrespect Dwight Howard. You could respect Magic, Kareem, Will, the logo, Kobe.
He disrespected the logo?
Jerry West?
How he disrespected the logo? What'd he say?
Oh, he didn't even acknowledge him.
Yeah.
He didn't acknowledge him?
He didn't acknowledge him or Elgin Baylor.
Wow.
That's the forgotten Laker that doesn't love.
So he didn't acknowledge Elgin Baylor or Jerry West. Those are the staples of your franchise.
He had Shaq. It was like, he said Kobe, Magic, Shaq.
No, he was basically giving the starting five, his personal starting five. I'm like, dog, you know.
Yeah, but he was saying it was Kobe, Shaq. It was Kobe, Magic, Shaq, who did he say? Kareem, and I think fucking Worthy and shit. Yeah, that's what it was. It was Kobe. His top 5 Lakers was 1A, 1B was Magic and fucking Kobe, Shaq, Worthy, and Kareem and shit.
What? Man, I'm glad I wasn't on there, dog. Hold on, you got
Shaq in there. You got Shaq in there above Wilt.
Right.
Then he was started talking about how Shaq was better than Wilt. It was crazy, nigga.
This nigga said Shaq was better than Wilt.
It was crazy, bro.
He out his goddamn mind. Look, man, listen. This is what I'm gonna tell Cino. We're gonna start testing these motherfuckers for bad drugs. Not the weed, but cocaine or something. You know.
I am more than weed.
Right. I'm not blaming weed on that one. Nigga, we blaming cocaine for him.
And then he started calling out, like, I respect the Pistons, like, their history, and like you acted like you guys were like the Clipper organization, like, history.
What? The Pistons own the Lakers in the championship.
The Pistons, like, and their history, like, you talking to T like he's a Clipper fan, like.
Wow, so he basically disrespected my big bro and his team, trying to say they won shit.
Yo, he was trying to and shit, dog, and I was cracking him over the head and shit.
I know he was.
How we whooped that ass and shit, and would have whooped that ass in '88 and shit.
Dog, right. Isaiah Thomas almost beat y'all niggas by himself with a hurt leg, nigga. Like a fucked up leg.
That nigga fell on his fucking ankle, bro. That bitch was so swole, nigga. That nigga couldn't like, nigga, when that nigga first left the floor, nigga, that nigga had tears in his eyes, nigga. That shit hurt so bad, dad. Nigga, actual tears, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga went to the bench, nigga, for about 5 minutes, nigga, came back like, fuck it. I'm here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then proceeded to score 26 points in a row, nigga, and 31 points in the third quarter overall.
At any second, his leg could have given out. Like,
Yep.
Bruh, it's one play. This is like, and like they don't show this clip like they show other clips and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, nigga, this nigga hit a three. This nigga Byron Scott like stuck his foot out. And fucking, he came down on his ankle again. I mean, came down on his foot with his ankle, nigga. The nigga hit the floor, nigga. He didn't even get a chance to see the shot go in and shit, dog. Nigga, when he looked up, when he picked himself off the ground, nigga, he just started running back, trying to get back on defense and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he turned his head for a quick second to see the ball went in and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out, dog, like, nigga, if anybody has had a performance